There we go. Alrighty.
Maybe we should add Rascal's girlfriend in so we can ping her instead.
Right, get them going, get the horn blowing.
I don't know.
Is that what we're calling it nowadays?
I mean, depending on the direction in which it has arrived, I think.
What did we decide to do with this guy?
Nothing. We're gonna find that out. Actually, with that, he goes. Sorry, I was choking on my chicken, and I couldn't address you guys for an entire 34 minutes. So,
Poking your
what would
chicken?
you like to ask? You guys are right in front of a campfire, so Sebastian just jumps into excusing his whoopsies. Yeah, he was cooking food in front of there, wasn't? Didn't he describe that he had like something there? And Big G, Big G was cooking, and then he takes whatever Big G was cooking too. He gets a little piece.
I think he was actually cooking too.
There was food, yeah. I thought there was like food on there presented originally, and someone and I said there was food for you guys to eat, or Big G was like, I'm gonna start cooking here. Someone was cooking.
Big G was just cooking the snake head.
Yeah, and Big G was blown away because Sigurd didn't take over.
I know. Big G's so sad. And it's like, what the fuck?
That's right.
Sigurd tries not to do things unless you ask him to do it.
Oh, we're gonna have like the most passive team, aren't we?
Hell yeah.
We all stood there because we were all able and capable, but none of us wanted to. So, as we continue the chronicles, Sebastian clears his throat and offers his voice now presented and available to the team. What is it that you all have considered? I will be very blatant forward, or at least in the festival manner attempt to. You have all been chosen by not just me, but unfortunately, individuals that have lined up in an opportunist-like a manner that has allowed me to reach you before the rest of them. So you can choose to ignore my requests and know that I'll always remember it, and I'll be out there doing horrible things, and you won't be a part of them. Boo-hoo. But what grandest you could do to influence how they actually are, since I can't do any of it. Just guide them. Technically, the teacher could be evil, but the students could be good. Am I not right? Anyways. Or you can hope that who you meet after me is not as bad. Or more helpful. Or just nicer. I hear that there's Yontes and Arachne and the Spire all sending out search parties. I can only imagine what they're looking for. Perhaps a small know-it-all.
Small know-it-all.
Perhaps.
I'm just kind of could hide behind Big G and just like sit behind this log and just start writing. Take out my pen and just start journaling. Met weird man.
As you put man, it turns into a cursive Sebastian. With a full signature, like he signed it himself. Or something did.
I'll be like, oh, whoa. And I'll just keep writing man, 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 man. And see if anything happens.
Just the once. You have a perfect signature of Sebastian. The truth is in the pudding. It's like a passport. It's been marked somehow by passing a very powerful magical signature.
Ooh.
So he's a liar.
Wait, what do you mean by liar?
He can actually interact with the physical thing. He just decided not to. But yeah, anyways. Big G is currently eating a half-cooked snake meat because he doesn't know how to cook. So
Big G, don't eat that. Sigurd's gonna take over and start cooking it.
He's gonna grunt and be like, whoa, Sigurd didn't want to at first.
I got it, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're saying, Reno? What do you say?
Oh, no, I was wondering what you meant by liar, but now I know.
Okay, yeah.
Insight check. Reno, Phineas. since you guys are all audiences of this conversation. Sigurd's distracted cooking. Big G's distracted with his cooking. Rascal's not here. Reno and Phineas would be earwise. Phineas picks up.
Ooh.
Reno is surprisingly deceived by Big G.
Is that a 1?
Phineas. Yeah, it was a 1. You Reno, you really do believe Big G at this point. You're like, wow, he physically did sign my book. Huh. Weird.
Whoa.
But Phineas is like, well, technically your pen signed your book in which he sat across from.
Whoa.
Nonetheless, do you guys address him with any questions? You may ask anything.
What are we going to have to do if we side with you?
Well, let's not consider it siding. You can't possibly say you're siding with me if I know you're going to do everything against what it is I'm requesting, but you'll see it through to the better good. I've dealt with groups like you well enough. But nonetheless, at least you push the agenda, if you understand what I'm saying.
Looks at Avi.
But nonetheless, this would be much more trivial with the talents in which I've seen so far. You would have to infiltrate something, though you'd have to get there first. A brief travel. I can't just take you there. It doesn't work that way. You have to find it. It is a barn. Unfortunately, it has a very long and indefinite field of corn unless the wiser minds can get through its maze. Upon doing so, the barn house has its own surprises. But there's, within the cellar, a particular couple cases of procurement in which we need. Yes, they may come in the looks of fluid in which one may be poisoned and or intoxicated by, but I assure you we will not be drinking in which what we acquire, for everything else is what you wish to do and what you can handle as your own bidding.
How long will this take?
If it was just me, I'd just vamp, but I can't deal with the material world of things. You guys, well, it depends. I think you're bright enough to get through the maze. I sent Dumber, and they took hours. One took a day. One, full disclaimer, got lost, stayed inside, and withered and died, but they were abandoned and no one liked them, so it really wasn't a loss, more so a convenience.
Ooh, the corn maze. That sounds so fun.
I told them the same, and to be honest, I sent one group 3 times. They just couldn't get enough of it. They complained the 3rd time, though. Even though they got everything they wanted. Every single time, actually. They really didn't like it. But it always gave them what they needed at the end. Consider that as, I don't know, ratings. Phineas,
Reno's
I'd like
just
to
gonna-
hear some insight. So good. So go ahead, Reno.
Reno's just gonna yawn and just kind of lay down and lay his head down on Big G's lap.
I don't even know who the Sebastian guy is, so I
Oh,
can't
that's
give no.
that's to be fair. Okay, you were absent at that period. Sebastian is an individual who arrived to save you guys, quote unquote, from the threats in which you were fighting. The ones that you were brave enough and others were brave enough to steadfast in front of and take all of the blows for, but yet they focused on just one, the one that they loved the most, and it was none of you. Nonetheless, Sebastian saved you all and said, hey, I'm a time traveler who can see anything and everything and has seen your guys' future and your demise. But I used to do a lot of bad things for fun, maybe, but they helped a lot. And the powers that be said I can no longer influence them. But I can't influence them myself. Does not mean I cannot influence others to act on behalf of myself. In which he has done time and time again. If Avi would, Avi, please, in a verbal RP sense, give me your honest last experience with him so everyone can reiterate what it is that you went through.
Okay. So this guy is a jerk that knows everything and will only tell you half truths, and he made us summon a demon while we were playing with all kinds of crazy stuff.
And what
Hmm.
race, what kind of being is this? Because he doesn't sound human.
He looks human in all sense. He has this huge kind of like what would look like a trench coat with a straitjacket vibe to it, though his arms are free. He has kinds of padlocks and lockets and timepieces and these kind of weird looking mechanisms that don't give off the full Vega steampunk, but more of a like curiosity of such, or the minimal needed to influence enough. He has made it very clear that he can be here, there, and everywhere, but he has lost the ability to physically change things in which he needs to happen. And if they don't happen, bad things will happen. His things might seem bad, though, because bad things have to happen for the bad things to not happen. And that's his reasoning. No other such at this time that has not been delved into. And that is where the moral compass has been for the party. And for Avi's experience, to be fair in full sense, when Avi was sent on this quest, Sebastian purposefully split the party. Thankfully, it worked in my favor due to scheduling, but it was a split party. I sent half the team to do an impossible quest. They accomplished an impossible quest somehow because they didn't know it was impossible, but yet they did it. And in doing so, his character was left to look like the scapegoat who was actually trying to give them a way to survive, in which they ignored while insanely terrifying creatures came and fucking did a lot of bad things. And I had to do Sex Machina because the DM got carried away and ended up doing too much damage. So because of that event, he understands that Sebastian sends them to bad things. To be fair, Sebastian has been used across every campaign, and he has not been favorable to any campaign. But he is trying to realign a bad back, and people aren't listening. So, with that, you guys are allowed to take a sidebar, and let's discuss it before it's in front of him again, with Phineas in tow.
The biggest thing I kind of want to try to gauge from this guy is with my my research in the arcane and just the way this creature is. Does I don't know if this would be meta or not, but does he seem like he would be a Fey being or something else?
Arcana check at advantage.
A dirty 20.
He is a You know, I've never had to make a word for this actually.
What was that?
I've never had to make a word for it. The only person in your guys' party that would have had any privilege to this information would be Big G on a DM perspective. If you had to make up a name for it on the fly, what would you call these individuals based off of what you read?
He's one of those, right? Like the
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Like I feel like they're just like normal, but they're bigger. They are like, you know, it's just like it's like you guys are the Lego version of them, but I don't know what that would actually be. I've never been asked this question. No one ever asked.
Wait, what was the question?
What Phineas would sense him to be in the sense of a humanoid, fey creature, you know, like what would be his racial give off?
Like Sebastian?
Yeah.
I kept thinking of like Avatar, but I don't think like not in the sense of like
Yeah.
Avatar Airbender, but, like, yeah.
I thought you called him a 4 last time.
Yeah, and that's the literal term. Like they're like the name of what they are, but that's not their race. Like it's
Gotcha.
unique. Yeah, yeah. And that's so Phineas, he is a part of the Four, which is a very beyond space being, but it's not like an alien in nature. Like I guess I'll give you guys a little fair insight. You know, it's the holidays. Here's a little background. He is a part of a species that I guess kind of how Reno put it there, Titans and demigod. It's kind of like an Attack on Titan large entity that should be of such that doesn't look so grotesque. It looks like a normal person. It looks like a massive giant individual that is just 3, 4, 5 times the potential of what your average giant would be, due to the fact that they are not condensed, I guess would be the best word. everything you guys have experienced in life is in a weird kind of compact experience. Like you guys were jerked into this scenario by Amerigo, and he was like, I was supposed to watch you guys. Why was he watching you guys? And why were you guys in a tent? Why were you guys feeling smaller than you were? And then why did you have to burst out the way you have? If you look at it in a outside perspective from a player's sense, thinking about what the DM has been leading you through, you would be blooming into a persona. This being is the original footprint that would lead into the subspecies that exists now. Sure, great example. It's you guys are literally the literal beings of what would exist, but on a smaller scale. That if you guys were let loose, would be catastrophic. You guys are a snow globe version of what this man is.
Primordial, maybe?
I mean, they're not gods or anything. They're really like, at the end of the day, they're really just like you guys, but they're just really bigger and they've absorbed more bullshit than you guys have. So they're just more resilient. That's at the end of the day, they're just larger beings. And because of the way everyone arrived here, you guys are just tinier.
Like a summoner, like in League of Legends, or like commander in like Magic the Gathering deck.
Like imagine those ridiculously large people that you guys meet as NPCs. You're like, whoa, this NPC is ridiculous. They're those people that have just been generous, and then there's those people that are bad.
They're like us playing D&D, but instead they are playing D&D.
Yeah, I like that. A double tundra layer right there. It's a lot. Sebastian is a very big figure in this entire world, but he is in every campaign and he is played the same, I promise you. And he is very straightforward in that sense of he is very special. He can provide or he can take away, but he doesn't take anything. He doesn't challenge you guys in any way. He cannot physically fight you. You guys can vamp him away, whatever you want, but he is so powerful in the sense that he can cast magic, but he cannot affect the materialistic manner of the timeline. So Phineas, you can call him whatever you want, and that will be your guys' canon, guaranteed in the dictionary of all existence of my world and homebrew setting, because I honestly don't have a term for it.
Well, that's something we'll have to come up with as a group. I like that.
So that is your special egg that you may choose to do as you wish. But nonetheless, it is a very, very capable being. I would not say any of you guys have any doubt in their abilities. They are not coming off threatening, but it's more or less like they're so calm because they don't have to be aggressive, and you guys get that already. This entire time, they've been very blunt. They've been very forward. They've let you know that others have failed them. Fortunately for you guys, your guys' member here, Avi, has had experience with this individual in another party and has seen what they've gone through as another persona completely, but I've honored it due to the nature of such beings. And you guys don't have to follow him. You can go after the spire. You can do whatever you want tonight. But this man will give you anything you request as long as you guys go the distance. That's the way he works. And what you go through is going to be the truth. Like, he is the man who has seen the Slain Wars. He has seen the world before it was split. He has seen it as a Pangea. He has known history between all realms. And he will always give you guys that version. And when you come back out, it'll still be where you guys were. With nothing changing, nothing affecting but what you've gained. Ooh, I like that. The hand. Smash Bros. That's a good one.
I'm gonna go up to him and kind of whisper in his ear. Like, Sebastian, do you know how I can learn time and space magic?
You're looking for a chronomage, in which I unfortunately am not, though I admire their inquisitive ways. You would be looking for a man named Tempos.
No, I'll just write this in my journal. Thank you. And I'll strut back to Rascal and just like hang out with him.
You must understand that Tempos only makes time work mechanisms. Anything you fiddle with or find of his will absolutely affect the space around you. That man is trapped where he started, but what he has made from the beginning, with no end, is what's inspiring. Phineas, this intrigues you also. Give me a history check. I typed using Phineas on accident. Oof, Phineas.
Oh, that's a natural one.
It goes right by you. The name does not register. Deleted. Dematerialized, fragmented, and guaranteed gone.
Memory recall.
Big G, you get the most delicious food before you. It is so well and steamed. You hear a big yes, I do recall when such savory grains would break against my teeth. Now, I don't have to do any of those things. Immortality is a curse when you have to be bear witness of the soil. Wouldn't you agree?
How did you become immortal?
Well, I met a man. And unfortunately, that man was not as kind as he promised. He said, "In our battle, you will die, and when you do, you will see why." I did not realize that when he would defeat me, he would send me on an infinite loop of my defeatedness across every parallel, for me to find the one in which I can manipulate a difference in.
Is that why you're trying to release the demons?
I'm doing what I can to escape an indefinite loop in which you will all not bear witness to more than once.
Are you trying to die so you can break out of the immortal cycle?
If I were to vanquish myself, you would all be lossless, incapable beings without knowledge. I could die, yes. And when I do, my knowledge will turn into parchments across every realm in which I ever laid a writing upon. The desks, the chairs, the walls. All tablets in which will be broken from the stone and take death into a museum or into the biblical studies will be of my own writing. Yes, but that is only when I die, and that is the future beyond Ender. For me, living is more or less stopping what should rise. There is a being below the surface. The whole world grows. It heart beats, and what it was stopped feeds into each of us. We would not be able to stand on this planet if what it was not yet captured lied beneath us.
Now, let's say if we do break you free from your endless cycle, let's call it. What are your goals? What are your plans after you're able to free yourself from it?
I will go home to the battlefields, far out of this sector, and I will stop what it is we caused in the beginning. Our invention prevented the existence of time itself, and we have been in turmoil with its halt. Though we ignore it and lie to our pupils, they have not seen a season that has been real in centuries.
You want to stop time?
It has already been stopped.
This is stopped time?
You see, the very breath of the being that is held captive, so hard in the core, keeps the existence moving within this particular existence, we'll say. But where we are, that called home for myself and others, we have to lie to our pupils, and those who wander here wander back knowing the difference in which we must now exile. It is becoming a poison. Insight check, everyone.
What do we get if we agree to try this nonsense again?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Anything we want. It's basically he's offering
Yeah, like
Whenever
if
we
you
walk
guys
in it-
so far, Avi, can you collect? Do you recall what happened last time you guys met him? How I offered how it worked or no?
No, I don't remember.
So last time, so anytime he approaches anyone, basically the way he does is anything you guys want. So you guys have to tell me in a verbiage what it is you're after, and then he will decrypt what it is you're saying and send you guys on the very said such journey. You get what you're after as long as you focus on what you're at. Like at the end of the day, he will lead you on the exact path, but you have to do the work. He cannot physically give it to you. He's made that very clear. He is no longer allowed to manipulate it that way, for he had been stopped. But he believes in the people because he, Avi, somehow you're catching on to this, Phineas, somehow you're catching on to this, and Rena. So Sigurd and Big G, this is all considered meta at this time. He's trying to save his people on a whole nother plane of existence in a whole nother scenario that is much bigger than you guys, but he believes it begins here. Because something is being held in the core of the world in which needs to be released, because without it being released, time has been stilled in the bigger, greater world. The life here and time here has been allowed to pass because of the exertion of this pooled resource that has not moved from its placement for a very extended amount of time. In order to unclog whatever it is that has been stopping the existence of time in the rest of the world, literally, this man is trying to solve. In which his people are slowly and unfortunately being deceived into a existence that will quickly take over them.
Was it Ferone that chained this beast?
Do you mention that aloud to him?
Yes.
Farone. They were my first disciple, the very first person I had reached. They were an innocent prisoner upon the Ikli Tick. Such a capable being. She was so young, 16, when they had burdened her with witchdom, sent her off of the continent in full, the first of her kind to tap into the Feyres of the world. It had not yet reached her land, and yet she had been on the coast long enough for the oysters and the clams to provide them to her in passing, and she had never consumed one. Her kindness was known by none other, and yet she was sent to the worst of kind, the ship in which eats those and which should never see the surface again. In her cries of hope, I reached her through the dark here. Though she was unable to release them, she raised the obelisks that allowed others the power. She is the only one who has led the AZEREP army to do our bidding, and she is still in my grasps of forces, and yet her deed is yet undone. She is the catalyst, but we must get her there.
You mean Ferone's not bad? Some people were say she was bad.
And when you kill what you
Bad.
must to get to where you need, is it bad or necessary? I do not dwell in the black and white and blue and red and purples and pinks, or whatever colors you come to manifest beyond the earth screens.
Yellow?
The sun will burn all that it reaches.
Oh, orange. Okay.
The citrus of the sours depend on their peaches.
Oh, peaches.
At the end of the
I'm
day, Ferone is evil. Yes, her heart is dark. The guidance is even darker for the madness of the Dalki, and now that they're released, they will be searching for her and her army. They will be the things she uses, and only two are loose. One has been bound across 3 beings that shall never be slayed. But the other 2 will do what they can to lead Ferone the rest of the way.
Are we gonna go now? Are we almost done? I'm talking to the rest of the group here.
Well, I
I'm
do
bored.
we were originally here on a goal to get our young friend Renostar into the fire, but
If he wishes to learn that chronomancy, head to Tempos. He will teach you as he created.
I think
Can you?
I'm going to be honest here. I and I'll kind of get a little bit quieter and on to the side of the group. I definitely don't 100% trust this guy. Like, there's definitely some bad vibes I'm getting from him. But he doesn't seem completely untrustworthy either. I think this is one of those cases where, I mean, if we want to get closer to our goal, I mean, I don't see a quicker way forward at this point.
So what exactly does Sebastian want us to do?
Go to the farm.
He's not going to tell us
Go to the
until we
farm.
agree.
No, he told you. He told you guys.
Yeah, go to the farm and
He
require
told you
some
exactly what to do.
liquids.
He said, go to the farm, but you have to get through a maze. And in that maze, he sent many parties, and it's been very difficult for many. Some have gone through it quickly. Others have struggled for days, and one died. Disclaimer, he was very honest. Upon that, you will end up at a farm. In this farm, all he wants you to do is go to the cellar and acquire 3 cases of a specific fluid in which he will not wish you guys to drink or consume. You may have anything else you find.
Oh, I see. That's what. Okay. Sorry. I was listening, but I wasn't really listening. I was like, okay, sure.
Let's go corn maze. That sounds fun.
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely up for it if you guys are willing to take the risk as well.
I mean, Big G just need a big sword, and then he can like be fine again. Because now you see like the little like staff that he's holding. It's like just like a little. I mean, for you guys, it's like a staff, but for him, it's like a little stick. So you just need a better weapon. But other than that, he's just following Sigurd to wherever he wants to go.
Are there any magical rules to this maze?
I've seen people, unfortunately, not be able to pass through a particular corn hide here and there, perhaps.
So I'm not going to be able to fly over it or give directions?
I've never known anyone able to soar to where they needed to go, but if you're able to do something others could not, I won't stop you.
My question then would be: Is there anything that we could bring, or perhaps any information on the area of this maze that we could perhaps acquire before even going there that might help us navigate them?
Well, to be honest, you guys may take whatever it is you wish. For some reason, those who arrive just have a difficulty in focusing.
Interesting. Yeah, does Sebastian have any like map or like
You guys
items?
all mentally accept this? Question mark?
I'm willing to go
Phineas,
because it sounds like the loot is better. And we need loot to accomplish goals.
And it seems like to get Renosaur to his Chronomade, this would be our best bet. So I think we should do it.
Okay. With that, sorry, Big G, you said the question in which procced everything, and then they gave me the confirmation, but I need to hear your question again.
Oh no, I'm just saying he just kind of, because he wouldn't ask for it. But like as Sam, I'm asking if Sebastian would know, like any map or any guide.
Yeah. Sorry. That's what you were asking for. Got it. So now that you guys all confirmed, he looks at you each. Ching, 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 ching. Each of you have a clarity of exactly what you need to do step by step on how to get there, what you'll come to. But yet, once you arrive at the wheat field, it blurs. You see the goal. You know when you reach it, this is what you need, what he's looking for. But everything between it is a blur. Everyone give me an Arcana check. Anyone who has proficiency in any, in I guess Arcana, can roll at advantage.
I rolled a natural 20.
Did we get 2 nat 20s?
Yep.
We did.
Does mine count as knowledge or no? Just Arcana check?
You'd have to be proficient in Arcana to get the advantage. Otherwise, you can roll it still. You could still roll though.
Nope.
Oof.
I got a natural 20.
I also got a natural 20.
All you cheaters can join the cheater group, and everyone who didn't cheat gets to continue playing. One sec, hold on. So we got 3 nat 20s. That's terrifying. All right, we're gonna have to do a private chat real quick because you guys are just getting too much information. This is getting too greedy. One sec. Let me take the 3 nat 20s. Go to quiet chat.
So it's only me and Sigurd? Damn.
Where's the
okay.
quiet chat? Oh, there it is.
Bye. Goodbye, cheaters.
Nerds.
I know, nerds. So how are you doing, Sigurd?
I'm alright. Hey,
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
You see over here how there's logs? Do you think you could wield one as a weapon? Maybe if we start chipping away at it and making it more sword-like?
I mean, I heard that Phineas and Reno was trying to like forge a weapon for Big G, and they're saying that to tie the pet rock on the other end of it so that it will like, because the pet rock is indestructible.
Oh, I thought they just said to tie it to your stick.
Yeah, but I mean, they were saying that they're trying to like do something with it, but that didn't really go anywhere because people don't remember what they said usually.
Yeah.
That's what I figure for this group is that people just like throw things out there and they don't remember.
Pick up Warren and swing him around.
I know, maybe that'll work. So my tiny little gnome puppet.
Just throw him like a football.
Yeah. Wait, catch this.
Go,
Yeah.
Warren, I choose you.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, like, I think he can just wield any like tree trunk and it will be destructive. But like in a game sense, that would deal like no damage because he's
Bummer.
not proficient in it, and so. But like we can definitely talk to the DM about it and see if we can come with a better weapon for Big G since his current weapon is destroyed.
I mean, hopefully.
Yeah, I know, because he's dealing a whole whopping 1d6 less per hit. So, yeah, I was like, we need a better weapon for Big G. That's it. Like,
I just want to know if we can count this as a short rest. At least.
I thought so. I thought that's what
Hopefully
he
a long
said.
rest.
Oh, yeah, maybe, because we're not in a rush to do anything. We can take a long rest here.
We should. I need some spells back, and I can heal you guys with the healing
Are you
meals.
changing yourself to the other domain? I forgot.
Tempest?
Tempest.
Yeah, I really wanted to, but we didn't get that far in the talks. I did come up with a pretty good idea of how he would get the Tempest powers back, which would be he's going to become Thor's champion,
Gotcha.
and Thor is going to hit him with a gigantic bolt of lightning, and you all are probably going to wonder if he just died.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be a good RP moment, but I don't. Have you talked to him about it, or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then, I mean,
Even
so
he said that one of the other campaigns players used to be a champion of Thor, but like strayed from the path or whatever, forsook Thor, and so Thor needs a new champion. I said, "Oh, pick Sigurd, pick Sigurd."
oh, yeah.
Sigurd wants to be champion, and he gave me a thumbs up. So maybe.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to play a cleric, you can like choose something else.
Yeah, cleric is fine.
Yeah.
I just want to be a Tempest cleric
Gotcha.
at the
For more
very
damage,
least.
I guess.
Yeah, it's mostly like AoE stuff, but yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, because like your domain is actually very powerful. Like you just go into combat and then you like drop that Edge of Night, whatever thing it's called,
Twilight Sanctuary.
Twilight Sanctuary.
It's just boring. It's too boring.
Really?
Plus, it is actually, yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't do anything. All I do is like drop Twilight Sanctuary, and that's it.
Yeah, but
Plus,
then Yeah.
He changed it so that it can only heal one person per turn.
Ah, I see.
DM kind of nerfed it a little bit,
Okay.
which I understand because it's ridiculously powerful the way it's
It
worded.
is. Yeah.
It's OP as hell. It's
Like
impossible to
everyone.
beat, basically.
Yeah, yeah. And you can
You'd need a
fly into it.
dragon like spewing you fire 24/7.
Yeah, and then you can fly inside it, so you can just relocate anywhere.
I can fly in low light or no light.
Yeah, yeah, but I think unless he nerfed that as well,
He
because
did.
that's okay. Well,
He
that makes
said
sense.
it can't lower the light level, it only raises it. So if I do Twilight Sanctuary
Mm.
in the dark, it causes low light. But in the daytime, it doesn't nerf the light.
Oh damn, he like straight up nerfed that whole class.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So then I'm
Okay.
thinking, oh, I should just go back to Tempest because that's what I was in the beginning. I don't even know why I picked this one. I just thought it sounded cool, but in playing it, it really doesn't fit with a Thor worshiper. Tempest does. I just kind of
No.
made a bad choice, honestly.
Yeah, no, but like the original subclass itself is very powerful. That's
Oh,
why I
yeah.
don't usually play it, and like when I play it, it's like I only play it in one shot, and it's only when like the whole power level, the whole party is kind of low, then I'll pick that one
Yeah,
to like
I
balance it out.
understand him nerfing it.
Yeah, but
Do you see this over here?
no.
Is that look where I'm pinging. Is that a massive chunk of gold?
I can't really see it.
It
I
looks like a
mean,
massive chunk of gold right there.
oh, it does actually. Yeah.
We gotta check that out. We gotta check that out.
I don't think there's
We cannot
anything.
ignore that.
Okay.
I'm sure it's like a mushroom or something, but we gotta.
No, but like, okay, what is this whole city? Like, what's the deal with the city? Because you guys came here and then I missed that whole session.
It's just like a giant's ruins or whatever.
I thought it's supposed to be Yangti's village.
Oh,
No?
we didn't even get there yet. We're like halfway there or something.
Ah, I see, I see. So this is just a giant. Have you guys looted or explored this area?
Yeah, we looted it. We got some kind of alcohol called sploosh.
Ooh.
Rascal drank like an entire bottle of it and got paralyzed because the
Wow.
taste was something he'd never tasted before and it paralyzed him or something like that. It's way too strong. Sigurd took a swig and nothing happened because
Oh,
he is immune to
poisoning.
all
Yeah.
natural poison anyway.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, well, you should give Beiji some so that
I'll read it.
see.
It's a rare peach preservative. Flavors
Ooh.
are full-bodied, layers of complexity, aroma-rich, velvety texture, overtones of depth, and refined savor.
Damn.
That's what he gave me because I am the cook. So that's he said that's how I described
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But how much proof is it?
He did not specify.
Mm,
I don't think it's much because it's just like preserved peach sludge.
yeah. So you can make it into like other things then.
Maybe he didn't define that yet.
I mean, definitely
I'm
you can
keeping
like,
it though.
yeah, you can keep it in or like put it in like pastry or something.
Yeah, hell yeah, and then sell them and get people addicted.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of like moved on from the vine thing,
Yeah,
but I think
yeah.
BG still has a vine on him.
He does.
Yes, he was dragging the vine and the snake head.
I think we cut up the vine, so you might have it like in your backpack.
Yeah. So
Plus, we took the seeds, so we could just. We were
Gotcha.
planning. I thought we were planning on planting them when we got a base, but I don't think we're getting a base anytime soon.
I know.
Also, DM put something in the chat. I don't know what it means though.
I apologize for your long wait, but it seemed as if some of your stellar mind fellow folks fell upon some kind of insightful thoughts. Unfortunately, I did offer them anything, and they chose very minimal in the sense of information.
Oof.
Boring. I mean, what?
Nerds.
Nerds, boring nerds. But me and Cigar were talking about vines. We're talking about the peach
Blues.
preservatives, booze. We're talking about
And we also noticed this while you were gone over
Yeah.
here. It looks like gold.
Mhm. Do you want to do like a metallurgy check and nature check for me?
Sigurd will yell to Phineas. Hey, Phineas! This looks like a piece of nice metal. You want to check?
Ooh, Phineas's eyes light up.
Looks heavy, though.
Yeah, so I would go and examine the. I have all sorts of picks and chisels if I need to get a closer example.
Go ahead and give me a nature at advantage.
So we're curious if we can take a long rest here or no.
You can sleep wherever you want. Oh my god!
that's
What
double
the
natural 20.
fuck?
Whoa!
Better be pure platinum.
Hold on, let me do some calculations.
It definitely looks like gold.
You guys
So
aren't
it's
wrong.
got to be worth more than gold for two
You know,
nat 20.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I leave so much for visual acuity that so many people just ignore or miss or look over, and I appreciate you guys calling things out because, like, I'm like it's there, but I know people don't care, but it's there, and now I have to calculate things.
Sigurd sniffed it out.
Also, is Reno reading like all these pages on the floor or no?
There are. Look at this
Uh,
big scroll, too.
You may wish if you
Back.
wish. I mean, if anyone wishes to do any reading, I don't know what you guys are actually doing, but the world
I
is
would
as seen.
definitely read it.
Okay, give me
I
1
would
second to get the gold
love to read
information
this
for you.
stuff.
1 second.
But I just know I'm gonna roll a nat 1.
Also, Reno
Uh,
and Phineas. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, were you guys trying to like make a weapon for Big G?
Yeah, there was something, wasn't there?
Out of the rock, right?
Yeah.
Like a mace?
I mean, I have a sling, so I mean, if you want to just load the sling up with a rock.
Oh hell nah! He's not gonna like make it leave his sight. Since
You
now
see, you see a. I mean, Phineas look. He does. He pulls all of his tools. He's like, I'm gonna head right on over, and he like right as he arrives, he just like drops his tools and is like, "Are you fucking shitting me? This is 124 pounds of raw, unrefined gold."
Big G, we need your strength.
Which would, Phineas would know immediately, be worth 6,200 gold pieces. But because it's unrefined, it could lose its value by 50 to 75% depending on how it's handled.
Exactly.
Can Phineas handle it properly?
At a nat 20, you
Yep.
can identify it, but handling 24 pounds of raw gold, it's easy. You just pick it up and carry it around. It's how you refine it in its value that carries over. Raw, someone might buy it for high end 4,500, low end 31.
So now the problem comes back to I'm not near a forge, so
Yep.
that is what we need to build the Big G's weapon currently, as well as refine this gold here. So
Make
we're
him
kind
a
of
gold sword.
ooh, yeah, that would be amazing. Well, we have enough of it here. If we could between all of us manage to pack it up.
Big G, how much weight do you have left to carry?
well, now that he dropped the big snake head because he's fed, do we carry any of those teeth or like? Because Raskal was trying to take the tooth, no, and refine it to make a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, he was. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. Rascal is looking to swap his character. I told him he has to do it RP-wise. He does have a couple options, but we haven't reached any of those things yet. So I don't want you guys to accidentally invest too much in Rascal. He is going to address it with Reno soon and work that out. But he brought it up again today, so I do want to make that clear to you guys. In a meta sense, he may be swapping out that character. I do know where he's going in that direction, but I don't want to announce it because I don't know if he's going to commit to it.
I want to swap
Oh.
subclass too.
But why wouldn't you have a subclass already?
Wait, what?
You want a subclass? Sorry, what would you want?
Yeah, I sent you a message about it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's yeah. No, I got you. I meant like he's going for a full character,
Oh.
like a
Oh.
full, like no Rascal at all. So,
Whoa.
Knew
yeah,
that
but I
Rascal's
told
gonna
him,
die.
yeah, I told him he can't take
Oh,
him out until
no.
he can give me a proper approach and character. And,
Farewell.
you know, like we have to have well, not just that, but like, I mean, I told him I can help him make that happen if he needed it, but because I know how it's hard for people to let go of something or how to say I end it. But I was like, I need a really good reason why the next one would. You know what I mean? Like, why is this
Rascal's already
person here
died
next kind of
twice.
thing? So.
Yeah, if you guys didn't realize, Rascal was very suicidal for the last couple
Oh,
of fights.
100%. I
Yeah.
was like, what the
Sigurd
fuck?
has revived him twice.
Yeah, no, and then I was like, I told him that I was like, you know, they're not gonna. I go unless you communicate it in a way, it's not gonna happen. And he was like, okay, well, we'll see. And I was like, I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. And it hasn't happened. So I was like, this is. And then he messaged me.
I'll let
He
it
goes,
happen.
what do
Don't worry about
well,
it.
he messaged me and he goes, what do I need? And I was like, I need you to make it proper. Like, it can't just be like, I just recycle a character. Like, it has to be RP. It's a story. We're playing a story. You can't just drop a party and say, I want a new character. I was like, you got to do it right and etc. And I do have those conditions. Plenty of campaigns they do that, but there is a proper course to it. So we talked about it, and he is working on it. But I imagine no more than 2 to 3 sessions of Rascal if he's serious. But he also keeps falling back on Rascal, so I really don't know. I just wanted to make that very honest to you guys because I don't want you to invest too much in something that might fall through.
Is he staying in the campaign as a player?
Yes, he's staying in the
okay.
campaign. He just wants to change the character, but he
Gotcha.
isn't like committed to it yet. He's like constantly bringing it up, and then he never does. So it's no full trigger situation.
Okay. But I
So
mean,
skip him over for now. Meanwhile,
okay, regardless, are we gonna keep any of those teas at all?
Aren't they like poisonous or venomous?
Oh.
Because
I
if
could-
you put them on your sword,
Think so. I think we took the gland of whatever. Someone harness it. Maybe Rascal
you
did.
guys got one gland. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
you did get
can
one
anyone
poison
in the
gland.
party tell what the teeth are worth? Phineas,
What's that?
can you tell what snake teeth are worth?
Raw mammal.
I mean, that's kind of a DM question. I've worked with a lot of materials, but I don't know if I've worked with snake teeth.
I mean, I'd say you've seen, you know, animal teeth, you know, saber teeth, etc., used for purposes rendered. Go ahead and give me a history check. It's more of a you haven't personally dealt in it, but you've passed needing it.
I mean, if it's like
Mhm.
elephant tusk, it
Yeah,
would
exactly,
be a
yeah.
fair
Last
amount.
session here, but you know.
No one wants to ask Sama. Shit. 23 is pretty good. One sec, let me validate that real quick.
You know what's crazy? I almost rolled another natural 20.
You guys are on fire right now.
I mean, keep it up, keep it up. We don't want to jinx it. Last time we jinxed it, and
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
did,
could roll above a
20.
10.
You'd be looking somewhere around, like, you got to consider that it is more on the it depends on how you're using it. So there's the basic value. If you're looking at trophy, you're looking at 100 a tooth. If you're looking at crafting, you're looking at high end 300, lowest 75 on a bad haggle. Exotic, you can get anywhere from 50 to 1,000 for the pair. Sorry, 500 to 1,000 for the pair. I apologize. I said 50, but 500 to 1,000 for the pair. But you got to find the right people. At the end of the day, it's who's using it and what they're using it for. That's going to decide on the price they haggle.
Sigurd's gonna start dragging this gold over.
That's going to be
Yeah,
a whole other issue for you guys because everyone's going to
Phineas
see it's
will help,
gold.
obviously.
No one's that dumb. And that's a good chunk. Like, you guys can't just pack it, I don't think, unless you guys have like a pack.
Can it fit in Big G's backpack though?
He'd have to
imagine his
clear his
pack's big.
backpack and have it just in his back. Everyone would see that Big G is carrying a big something in his backpack.
Wait, what is he carrying?
If he
This
were to hold that gold.
ginormous block
Oh,
of
I
gold.
mean, I do have my hammer and chisel. We could split this into sections.
Even so, you still have to carry it at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, we're still going to have to carry it. Yes, we're not going to get around that part.
In a stealthful sense, how would you guys go about hiding? I mean, let's just say for now, you guys can take it because the maze will not have anyone trying to steal it.
Fair.
But when you guys get
Yeah,
through
toss
your
the
farm
teeth.
quest at the end of the day, if you guys do not on your own, I'm warning you now, if you do not on your own tell me how you guys go about traveling with this 124 pounds of raw gold, someone's gonna notice that shit. And something might happen. Or
You're in
multiple
nature,
things.
guys. We could disguise it with nature. Let's make it look like a giant turd or something.
Reno,
Come
Yeah,
on, guys.
this is the
can you
manure.
cast an illusion on this gold?
See, now I could, Reno, but the problem with that is again, I need the forging equipment that we don't have, and then also the materials which we wouldn't have for a bag.
Does this count as Earth?
Reno's illusions don't move.
It is not earth. Earth is
Darn.
considered soil and like sand, etc. This is a mineral. But great question, in all fairness.
I can cast Silent Image.
Again, though, you guys don't have to worry about it now, because any travels you do will not come into any encounter with another civilization that wants to steal your gold.
Well, let's just hope
Why
we
do
can
we
find.
not have a bag of holding?
You
Yeah,
know,
let's just hope
the
we find a
irony
bag of
of
holding
that, I
along the
will
way.
put out because it was brought up. The first team to have a bag of holding is just now. I killed a character, and the new character came in with one, and his name is Chase Ventura, Ranger Ted Detective. And he is the first player to ever come into any of my campaigns with a bag of holding. I don't know why. For some reason, you guys are like, oh, this DM's going to give it to me, and never. I give you guys bag of devourings. I give you guys all kinds of bags, but it's never a bag of holding. And I've never had a character come in with one.
Why? We did like
It's
the
not
most
my fault.
common
They
comment.
say, DM, what can I have? I go, you can have this many rares, this
I was
many,
allowed to come in with an
whatever.
item?
Oh, well, no, like the other campaigns, because they were higher levels. When you guys are one, it's different. But like, like these teams, I've given them so many options, and nobody's like, I want a bag of holding. And they're like, why do we not have one? It's so crazy that that has been the biggest caveat in which everyone hears about in any campaign, and for some reason, nobody. I give you guys all the power, and everyone's like, no one has a bag of holding. I mean, rope is more important than glue in some campaigns, I'll tell you. They're like, who has 30 feet of rope? I only got 15. It's crazy. So I'll be honest, that was so funny that you brought it up, because the very first time we got one was literally last Thursday.
So,
Phineas,
you
can you
guys,
split
has
this
to-
thing in half?
Nobody has
So I
to
would-
carry it. I can use mold earth and just move it along the ground.
This is
what if
technically true.
we disguise this thing as a baby
But then it's
and
very
put it in a
visible.
makeshift stroller?
It is also true.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter
I
for
You
don't
will
now.
think
discuss
and-
we need
I'm
to
gonna get a
worry
beer.
about it today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a problem we'll have to worry about later then.
Let's just bring that to the chat.
So have
and
silent
move on.
image.
Phineas, do your thing. Split it in half.
All right, Phineas will attempt to split the gold.
Or split it in
gold
fourths.
chunk in half.
Also, is
I
Warren
would
still
split
here?
it. Let's split it in thirds.
Okay.
We'll go in between on that. We'll split it into thirds. Try to aim attempt.
What was the question? Big
Carrying
G?
this.
Is Warren still here?
Yeah, he's just standing off to the side.
Yeah. Does he have any insights onto does he have a bag of holding?
Warren definitely has a bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. That little gnome.
Do
where
we
he's
want to
behind.
give this shady little gnome our ginormous loot
No, we
bounty?
take his bag.
Oh,
Easy.
Go for
But
it.
wait, what? Big Drew never say that, but you know.
Avi definitely would say it.
Go for it.
okay. If you split it
And
in
then
thirds, then they all
we should get
weigh
going.
42 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
So who's carrying this?
Why don't we ask Sebastian if he can lead us to a bag of holding first? We come back
Ugh,
for the gold,
I guess.
and then we go to wherever he wants us to go.
He
To
said we
get-
can carry the gold through the maze, and that's fine. He's not going to question that.
Yeah, I know, but just making it interesting.
So the thing is if we leave this gold, we're not getting it. I'm 100% sure if we leave this gold here, we're not going to find it when we come back.
He's fine with us taking it. Let's just say we
Has
take
Phineas broke it in
and-
thirds?
it. Move
Yeah,
on.
as long as the DM doesn't have any qualms with that.
We don't have to address this today, guys.
No. We
We
always
just-
spend too much time debating.
And I've already got a few ideas, so I mean, we don't have to worry about the gold no more. We can stop talking about it. We're just splitting it into thirds right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is a giant's ruin. Does it have any other valuable or any big bag that we can scout out, and there's like these pages that Reno is investigating as well.
Yeah, you want a bag of holding? It's a giant's bag. Just kidding.
Yeah, just
Okay, I added a Sigurd Pockets 1 chunk, and I added that to my inventory. A 42 pound of gold.
I will
Sure.
add one to my inventory as well, and then probably Big G then as well, right?
42 pounds of gold.
Yeah.
What? 124 pounds.
We split it in a third.
No. That's fine. I'll allow it.
All right, we
No
did
one
it.
got permission,
Let's
but I'll allow
go.
it. Okay.
Let's do it. Let's move on.
Okay, Phineas, you get one small sentence to warn them for what's about to come. And imagine they have their own vision.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, if I only get one sentence to warn them, I'd just say follow me.
Good.
Good warning.
Wait, what about what about the scrolls in the books?
Up. Scrolls and books.
Scrolls in books.
Reno, go ahead and give me a intelligence check. This is just to see how much you get to read in the small time that you have.
Wait, Rascal is dead right now?
No.
Oh, he has
It's-
0 health.
Oh, I didn't touch him. I don't know. It could have been just where. Oh, he was rolling death saves last session.
We
I mean,
definitely
we
healed him.
stabilized him.
Did
Yeah,
we
I-
end
I
up
did stay
long
But at 0,
resting?
yeah. But that keeps him at 0. He doesn't have more.
Oh,
Did we end up long resting just for my sake?
I thought we were gonna long rest. Like
yeah,
seriously.
we all
You
kind
guys,
of.
Okay.
you guys.
I know someone asked. It just never was confirmed.
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead. I'll allow it. You find and get involved in this. I sent you a direct message.
Great, thank you.
The very first thing Avi's gonna do is try and fly up high enough to see over the maze.
Avi, what are you doing? He literally told you couldn't.
He said he didn't know if it was possible. Or something along those lines.
You try to fly.
He knew no one that could.
Constitution saving throw.
Can you sing I Believe I Can Fly? Thank you, while you're doing this. It's for
You're
luck,
about
trust
to
me.
Fuck around
Reno
and
knows.
find out.
I'm looking for the button.
I believe.
14.
I believe I can touch the corn. Fucking doesn't let you pass its hike, and the corn goes 8 feet high. If I have to make that clear for anyone. So, Big G, how tall are you?
He's 10
Taller
feet.
than the corn.
You feel a uncomfortable prickling anything
Oh
above
my
that
God.
8 feet,
Eh,
and you are not the first to feel this. It feels almost like a weird kind of popping, almost like a like okay, flack. What is it? Flak bullet. What is it? Boats
Black jacket.
Thank you, flak jackets. Thank you. It's like flak jackets hitting you, not fast but that's like the sense of damage. It's not
Shrapnel.
painful, but it's just very compressed pockets that are just bursting upon your person to disorient you as much as they can. As you feel yourself forced to lower beneath the threshold, as you kind of lean forward, Sigurd, you just meet it. You hear at the tip of your ears, kind of like a, but it doesn't bother you in any sense. As Big G cannot be at his full height, he would have to kneel or crawl in discomfort to continue through without any adverse effects.
We're all split up.
that's
What?
just- we are
You guys
though.
are
I was like trying to
split
find.
up? What? What's going on, everyone? Huh? I'm
Sigurd's
confused.
gonna yell, "Hello!"
Weird. DM's too excited.
You all hear each other. Oh no! What?
But yeah, sure. Sigurd.
I don't have vision here.
You should have vision. If you click on your token, you should be here.
I'm clicked. I see myself, but I don't see anything. Everything
You don't see
around
black
me is
and white?
gray and black.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's vision. It's just not lit.
Oh, okay. Black and white is what we're supposed to see.
Oh, I found Sigurd. Don't move.
If you see color, then light is permitted for some reason. Sigurd and Big G find each other within what looks to be a site of debris. There's burning embers on the floor and just debris of stone, which does not fit place of what is a cornfield. There's a massive splatter of blood in multiple locations around their person. Meanwhile, Phineas and Reno have found each other, yet have not moved from their position further. Avi has made no movement from his position, and while Rascal is not present.
My camera keeps snapping to whoever is moving.
Oh, okay. So you have to fix that. The way you fix that is you go to your settings, in case anyone has this problem. Go to configure settings and scroll down to something relating token speaker bubbles something in core. Enable chat bubbles and panda token speaker. Uncheck both of those. Otherwise, it should not be pulling to anyone after that. Unless you have them selected. If you need to know where you are, Avi, you are here. If you zoom out, you should see a green ping. You are here.
Wait, how do you do that one more time? Settings?
Settings, it should be in the core settings. So you would just have to scroll without doing anything else. Underneath dynamic token ring fits mode, there's enable chat bubbles and panda token speaker. Both of those should be unchecked. And it should not pull you guys to anything on screen ever, because those are the only two things that yank.
How do I
I
deselect everyone?
Don't see that.
You click T or drag anywhere beyond
I don't see that
the
in
tokens.
core.
1 second,
Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
send you a screenshot.
I've got the map in my head. So if you all follow me, we should
You could
be
also
safe.
type those titles in the filter and it should pull them.
Okay, Big
So-
G mean.
Phineas, Big G, Reno, and Sigurd have made it, including Reno's out. Avi is the only man left alone. Do you guys abandon him?
No,
Uh,
Sigurd's
we
looking at
should,
the blood anyway.
Sigurd, you
Yeah,
smell the blood. Do you do a taste sample or do you just take a scent?
He'll do both. He
Keep a
dips his
medicine
finger
check.
in it and just straight up eats it.
Medicine check.
Can I also take a peek as well? Oh, never mind.
How so? Like what? Like how do you go about sampling it?
I'm gonna look to see if there's any thickness to the blood or if there's any leftovers besides just blood. Kind of if I see any flesh or anything mixing, and try to figure out what type of flesh it is.
Got it. Okay, let's see.
Cast speak to dead on flesh.
Right? That'd be epic. Cesspool just you speak blood or Sanjin. Okay, so Reno, we'll start with you. Both of you, well, Reno, I mean, in general, both of you guys get the sense that the aroma is a faint metallic tang with an undertone of something earthy or natural, very sulfur or like an unknown flora. Then as you guys get into the texture sense, Reno, you get as far as to deciphering that it clings unnaturally to surfaces. Otherwise, Sigurd, the texture is vicious, yet inconsistently so. Parts might appear gel-like or congealated, I think is the word.
Congealed?
Yeah, congealated, yeah. So, yeah,
Coagulated.
yeah, coagulated. Yeah, there you go. Coagulated. Beautiful. Gel-like or coagulated. Well, the rest is more fluid in a sense. And the blood itself is like a mixture of humanoid and extra plant, or something about it is different. You get that it is the taste of a normal human, but it seems to be oomphed, like empowered. Like it's richer, and you've never tasted richer. It could not be possible due to the limits in which the human body has. And then it has like, excuse me, when you taste it and then you kind of stick your tongue out, Reno would notice that it has this kind of bioluminescent glow upon your tongue.
Whoa, your tongue is glowing.
Congeal, yeah. Ooh, I see what you put, Sigurd. Let me think really hard because now you're giving me a thinking problem. I mean, technically a gel. I mean, I guess. I was saying gel and congeal, so I guess those are. I was on the right path. So yeah, I guess congeal. I was saying gel to be the gel-like, and then I was trying to say in the sense that it couldn't if it got clogged. So I guess clog. So to be fair, you are correct. It would be both. I said
It's like a
gel and
gel
then
with
MG.
clumps in
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah, you are very correct. I'm
Gross.
saying the same thing with two different words.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, and it has like a weird glow to it. So it's like a bad Jello, I guess would be the simplest form. But since you guys rolled decently, I was trying to give you more detail.
I'm gonna walk
And we'll
up to
say it's
Phineas.
unusually dark.
Sigurd just says gross and keeps walking.
Phineas, I'm just gonna walk up to you and just be like, up.
He
Okay,
is
Phineas
a child.
will.
Oh, Phineas, you might have
Phineas-
missed that, but he is a child.
Yes, no, I definitely am
Gotcha.
aware of that fact. So he will basically kind of like put you up. He'll grab you with the tentacles and just kind of lift you up by the shoulders and set you on his shoulders. So you're sitting at probably about 9 feet now at this point, probably a little higher. So you're about as tall as Big G is.
Whee!
So, Avi, how did you get through the entirety of
Which
it? You
means
just
you're
kept
taking
clicking,
damage.
or you just followed a path?
I went up until I hit a dead end, and then I went down, and I just kept walking back and forth.
You guys, without any RP, made it through to get together in this entire
What do you
maze.
mean? We did. We like yelled at each other, kind of.
I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
players struggle
I yelled.
to do anything in this. Like, I've seen players literally go to nothing but dead ends and never make it through. And yet, Avi got here without anyone's help while we were distracted.
No, I went to Albie and then I started
Oh,
pinging
you
him.
kind of. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
God,
was like,
Yeah,
you,
Big G led
okay.
me the
God.
last of it, but I made it to here on my own.
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't difficult, but I've seen players
From
get
here.
stuck.
Reno's being shot with a flak cannon at the moment.
Is this one in my neck? I've had for a long time and it hasn't gone away.
You guys are not out though, so you guys are together now. How do you get out?
Come on,
All
guys.
right.
We gotta get
Oh.
out of here.
Now,
Well,
keep in
follow
mind
me.
where you guys are standing. It seems as if a incursion had occurred recently, because obviously there's still embers and whatnot.
And the blood is somewhat fresh?
Oh, I mean, I'd say due to its nature, it's maybe. Yeah, with your roll within 3 to 4 hours.
Someone was wounded here hours ago.
there was no body at all.
Not yet. You've only seen the blood.
Interesting. But anyway, Sigurd, we're leaving.
Sigurd.
Why are you going that way? That's where I came from.
That's the way that is out.
Okay,
That's the safest path out.
if you say so.
I thought the only dangers were mental.
I thought so too, but apparently we were wrong.
Wait, people were thinking?
I'm thinking it's for the week.
Are you saying that Sebastian didn't tell us everything?
Oh, what?
I'm
There's
shocked.
some
Man, he
there's
kept
some
it.
more blood here, Sigurd. If you want to see if this is any fresher than the last stuff.
No, I'm good. I think
All
I've
right.
eaten enough jelly blood today.
As you guys arrive,
All
you
right.
notice that there's a large,
What's this thing?
non-proper, massive, like, Indiana boulder.
It's a rock.
Can I see if there's any carvings on it? Or any specific
Absolutely.
language?
You may do a Arcana check.
Can I see if the what material this stone is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll just tell Phineas, let's look at the rock.
Oh yeah, we're not pressed for time.
Never.
Not at all.
We'll just die
All
in
right.
here for sure.
Big G's gonna look at his pet rock and says,
Let's look at
"Pretty,
rocks.
you are prettier than pretty. Prettier, pretty is prettier, pretty. Anyways,
Sigurd is pouting and walking around.
You see immediately, Phineas is like, man, this is some seriously hard shit. Like, you're hitting the small rocks and you're like, what could have broke this? It's impossible. Like, nothing could have broke this. Its material is so dense and so hard that the durability and the resilience to magic, just you kind of touching it with your like cantrips and stuff, doesn't even affect it. Reno, let's go to a private chat real quick.
Uh-oh. What question should I ask, guys? Just kidding.
So the correct way out is right here.
Wait, if nothing
guys
can
are
break
aware.
it, throw that impenetrable stone at it and see which one
you know,
wins.
that's how I say.
I know. It's a good idea.
I know. You guys do know that Big G named the stone pretty.
Oh, I actually didn't. I thought its name was like Reginald or something.
The fuck no. I mean that's like how Reno named it before or something, but
Yeah,
Big G has named it pretty.
my precious.
Yeah, my precious.
He definitely said it was a rock, not a mineral, and I can mold earth that.
Okay.
No, he did say it was a rock. So I mean,
Molded into a sword for Big G.
I know. Oh,
is that?
for reals.
Hold
I
on.
think our first objective is to find Big G a bigger sword.
Molded into a sword. Do it.
Is this a symbol
Put it
here
in
on
the
the
chat.
ground, or is this scorch marks here?
I think that's a crater. It's like a scorch mark
Crater.
crater.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Because it looks just like this one.
So if this is insanely hard, I'm gonna
Oh,
mold earth.
someone
What?
rolling 20
Oh
again.
God, what is that?
We
Reno's
need
in
to find
another
puzzles.
chat.
Keep on,
30.
keep on.
Arcana skill check. At advantage. Another nat 20.
Okay, if it's a magic rock, all the more reason to make it into a sword.
For reals.
So I can cut 5 feet of it off. So I could make Big G a 5-foot long sword.
That'd be a little toy sword, but you know.
Well,
No, 5 foot on a 10 foot. No, it's still kind of small. It's like a short sword.
Yeah. Well, a short sword's better than no sword.
Well,
A
he
short
has.
sword
that's
is better
one
than a
solid piece. If I move 5 feet and 5 feet, I could, in theory, just bind it all together.
You
Make
don't
it
have
10
to
foot.
bind it. Just like keep them together. Just form it into the handle, and then form the blade next.
Okay.
I thought Phineas can like forge sword and stuff. No.
I sure can.
Can you
Mhm.
but I
forge
still
out of
need a-
stone?
You need a tool.
I would need woodwork or stonecutter tools, but I don't think it would be forging at that point. I think it would just be crafting.
I
Bet
thought
we
you
don't
have
have
the
a
ability
dwarf.
to like create any like tool.
Yeah, I could do that, but I still need like when it comes down to like actually forging stuff, I still need a forge itself, like for the heat and
I
stuff.
see. Makes sense. Just put it in our hands so to like warm it up, you know.
I mean, unless you're like a fire genasi, I don't think that's gonna work out too well.
Power of molding.
That's always what I said when people are like, because I work at Starbucks, right? And someone was like, "Can you heat us like so much up?" And I always be like, "I'll heat up with my hand."
So, and as far as craft, like I can craft magical equipment. It just takes half the cost and half the material as it would take to actually get it.
I mean, we do have the gold.
Honestly, I say stone shape it and then see what we can do with it later. So we can
Yeah.
keep
Mold
moving.
earth.
True.
Yeah, mold earth.
I wish
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
kind
I
of like
should have kept
Minecraft.
stone shape.
Stone shaped. You can Wait, who said that?
I used to have it.
You can still
Wait.
have it after a long rest.
Oh, that's true. I should have tweaked my spells.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I can mold earth into a furnace and then control flame and be the furnace for what's his face? Phineas.
If the DM allows that, I'm totally up for that.
Start putting it in chat so we can do it quickly. He'll just make you roll for it, most likely.
Oh yeah.
You're getting a hang on being a DM.
He seems to allow just about anything as long as you roll for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well.
As long as you're willing to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, they in there a long time for this rock.
I know, what are
Yeah,
they?
they are.
It's a
What
super
are they
special
talking about?
rock we're definitely taking.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you're not molding the rock into a forge, are you?
I don't think so. Oh, I said I
No,
was.
no,
Yeah.
that's with I mean, but like, doesn't necessarily have to be this magical rock. It could be any rock.
Sure.
Yeah.
These rocks,
That's
right?
gonna
here.
be my move.
And now
I don't know what
Phineas.
Reno's doing, but a 15 and some 20s is not bad.
No, it's not.
Who's this? It's an owl. Why is there an owl here?
AV is an owl. Or are you talking about like
No,
an
there's
actual
an
owl?
actual owl.
That's Reno's owl.
Oh. I didn't know Reno had an owl.
He
Yes,
has an
Reno
owl.
does.
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't know
Okay.
it's AV.
Yeah. Wait, I thought Avi was like a hawk.
No, I know.
I am a birdman.
Yeah.
Harvey
He's-
Birdman, attorney at law.
Avi.
I love that show. That was a great show. Oh, and then what was the one with the lobster guy? God, I can't remember it now.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I will be right back.
If he says I have to have fire, I have firebolt to make a fire.
Oh. Did he allow you to like pick your spells?
Yeah, I picked him a long time ago when I was like level 16.
Hello.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
everything is just like I had a bigger plan when now I'm level 6.
Yeah, I got you. So, what happened?
So it's just a
Back.
piece of earth. That's all it is. Yep. Nothing to see here, guys.
Well, they're
Hmm.
already turning it into a blade for Big G.
Insight check.
Oh yeah.
It's
No, that's
already
awesome.
a weapon. Self-forged. DM not
Perfect.
involved.
So what I gleaned from it is that it's actually made from, or it's a fragment of a dragon's bone. And
Yep, we're making this for Big G Sword.
Exactly.
And it seems like it was actually thrown or projectiled to this location with the attempt of taking down the illusion of this corn maze.
So like a trebuchet kind of thing.
Does that mean we can be hit by flying boulders?
I mean,
I-
it
It
is
kind
pretty
of
recent,
implies that.
Yep.
Well, maybe we should get back on the safe route so we don't get hit by boulders.
Take what you can.
Is
Goodbye.
it possible to make it into a sword for Big G?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Can
I'll let the
Phineas?
DM say that.
It's not impossible.
So we're
Go,
taking
Phineas,
a boulder.
go! Your time is now.
But that also means that if it's made out of dragon bone, that mold earth would not work.
No, but I can make a forge and you can.
Hmm. that would be if my material or my tools happen to cut it, because dragon bone is like one of the hardest materials.
You gotta try. Do it.
We will try though, most
Would
likely.
you like me to acid splash and try and get like a big chunk of it so it's easier to work with?
Wouldn't that weaken the sword?
I'm not saying acid splash the whole thing. I'm saying like
Oh,
carve a
yeah.
piece of it off so he doesn't have to work with the giant boulder.
If you're able to, that would be a great help. Try it. I mean, that's the worst. It's the worst. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, let's try it.
I want to insight that. Is that possible?
You consider the aspects of crafting prior to arrival of the bigger picture before you, and you guys get together and kumbaya into a hopeful procurement of mechanism, and in doing so realize that perhaps it's not as beneficial to do in the wide open of a live scene, considering that the embers are still trickling and the ball has a little rock to it, and the earth in the wind smells as if activity is ongoing.
We should probably
Okay.
leave soon, guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
the-
mold earth underneath
Never
it, and
mind.
we're gonna move the rock. It's coming with us.
Easy enough. Easy enough. You guys acquire said rock. When it becomes a factor, I will let you know. Meanwhile, you guys go forward into the sense that you have the rock, you have some gold, and you arrive at the elusive, impossibly to arrive at farm in the middle of the night. There are a few lights going off within the property. Otherwise, you guys are free to cautiously, and I am going to pause it before you get crazy,
Oh, it's already
cautiously
moving?
approach. Okay.
What
I've
do you
seen split the
mean?
parties on accident because you drag too far, and I ain't generous. So cautiously come up with the plan as you are standing in this immediate moment before you.
Oh
Sigurd
man,
sees
he
something
said it
on
was
this
just gonna
cart.
be trust and doubt and wherever the
I'm just
heck
saying,
Our
else.
last
trust and
mission
doubt.
involved a
That's tons of
demon.
things. I'm just saying, you guys, I don't want you guys to run and just be like, whoops, I ran without the rest of the team, and here we are.
Insanity, trust, and doubt. That was the hard part. Now there's a monster. Alright.
We can send for
We
Warren
did
forward.
specify what are the dangers in the maze.
I
Send
don't
Warren.
This is
Throw.
personally think
true.
I should be the person that goes.
Throw him
Warren,
forward.
Point the pistol at him. I don't
Warren,
really
do
care
you
what
have a
you
bag of
think.
holding that we can use?
I don't. It used to be Watsu, and they kind of aren't here.
Are you sure? You seem high enough level and DM allowed. Just kidding. Alright.
I don't think it's about my talents more so than my acquisitions.
He's poor.
Alright.
We knew it.
So, I mean, what can he do?
Alright,
It's
I'll
called a
follow
scholarship.
Phineas. I'm still on top of Phineas.
Warren
so
is
I'm just following her.
ironically a lower Phineas. He was a Warren was a tinkerer. They were a fabricator. They were able to create like mechanisms. They're literally a Phineas, but not as talented, I guess, would be in any sense. Not as enlightened, as they've been more school studied than Phineas being more world study.
I know we want to inspect the cards, but like, can Phineas and Warren conjure
Yeah.
out like a little
Well-
like device that can like send forward? In like, have you guys watched Arcane?
Release
Yeah,
the drone.
yeah, I get you. Yeah, I follow you.
Yeah.
As long as Phineas wishes to take such lead.
Send out the bomb robot.
Yeah.
Let's blow up the
Yep.
cart, and any goods that last fall in our hands. Totally makes sense.
Alright, I can send my owl, my familiar, to scout the land a little bit
Perception
if you guys want
check.
me to do that.
The bomb detecting robot.
Yeah.
That's what they meant, not the bomb robot.
Oh, yeah, that is what I meant. Bomb defusal bot.
18.
18. The owl flies. 1 sec. You guys should be able to get this little view if you click out of your character.
Can Phineas make robots?
I'm working on I'm literally my main goal in the party is to build a defender bot for us. Like I found the manuscript. Like I've got the
Yeah.
manuscript to build it.
He
I'm
has
just working on building it.
knowledge.
Are
It's
those
just doing it.
pigs or sheep?
Breakfast? What?
Exactly.
So that is what the bird would have discovered.
So,
Okay, so
It's a
I see
damn
a
bird.
house. There's a bedroom, or there's a few bedrooms. There's a dining room, and a kitchen. And there's a front entryway. There's 2 windows in the back, and two windows on the side. Was it?
which side? I think we should.
A lot of
I
windows.
Right. I believe there
Personally-
was right side or top
Personally,
right.
I think we should flank around instead of just trudging up the middle, where we could be easily seen. I think we should flank around the side and head up that way.
Well, I mean,
Sigurd is
Do we get-
inspecting what's on the cart.
Sigurd looks
anybody
at the
wanna
cart.
just-
You see a scythe meant to shear the very good wheats and other farmland and witch accessories.
I mean,
Meh.
do we want to just ask nicely, like that one time when we didn't even bother to knock and Rascal tried to rob someone and got shocked?
I don't think this is going to be one of those situations. These people are hiding their barn at the end of this mystical maze. They definitely don't want people.
Inconceivable.
Also, probably not expecting us to have solved their maze.
If only
Yeah,
we had
exactly.
Rascal at this point to try to
I
sneak in.
truly, personally don't think we should just waltz up there. I think we should sneak around.
Why do we not ask Sebastian for like communication device?
Because that's how the players think. I don't know. I gave you guys the choices. I said anything you want. No one wanted it.
I don't know. Anyways,
Sigurd is cautiously
Wanted
moving
my
through the
plus
bush.
3 anti-rifle.
I know.
I'm gonna go grab something. You guys come up with a game plan. Because once you keep walking forward, it begins.
You saw what I typed, what I wanted.
Yeah, but there was nothing on the cart, no?
That's gonna get us killed. No, I didn't mean the cart. What I wanted from Sebastian.
I know, but like he didn't say that. Anyways, how are we gonna
Okay.
approach this?
Sigurd is walking through this bush currently, trying
Are we
his
gonna-
best to sneak.
And are we all gonna go? Because you have disadvantage on stealth.
I do.
Does anybody else have mold earth?
Where's Rascal when we need him?
No.
I used to have stone shape, but I got rid of it.
Can one of you cast invisibility on one of us so we can go forward?
I can cast greater invisibility.
Ooh,
Ooh.
damn.
What does that do?
But that only lasts a minute.
Yeah.
I have
Does
invisibility.
it?
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Horse
it
have
does. It does
invisibility.
last 1 minute, but anything you're wearing, carrying is invisible, and I don't think. Yeah, it's the better version of invisibility.
Yeah, but invisibility lasts for an hour.
Oh
like
yeah.
Normal one, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, it's just that with regular invisibility, as soon as
Are you
cast
gonna
the spell
need
or
it
make
for
an
an hour?
action, it's gone.
We need it for more than a minute to scout, though.
Do you?
Yeah, so yeah.
Because
Yeah.
what was the objective again? We just need to grab the vial.
Let's make.
We need
Big
to grab
need to
3
grab
bottles
invisible.
of fluid.
From
Yeah.
the
Okay,
Okay,
cellar.
so who's the
cellar
stealthiest of us
specifically.
all? If we want to do a sneak in route,
I have disadvantage because I switched from my infiltrator.
I only have
to
plus
armor.
2.
Did your owl find any like cellar or root cellar doors?
Good question.
Because we could sneak up
Plus
just
5.
that
He
door.
kind of just rolled through it really fast. Um,
I couldn't see anything other than black and white.
I mean, you can
I know
send
there's
him
a-
again.
I know there's a window off to the right that we could technically sneak through. I don't know about cellar doors, however.
is the cellar going to be downstairs, or is the cellar just a room? Because this kind of looks like a stone room where it could be a cellar.
A cellar is almost always downstairs,
Okay.
like a basement.
Is this stairs right here or no?
I cannot see that far. It looks
I
like the
can't see
stair.
that far
Actually,
either.
I can see it, and it looks like they go upwards. I can
I
see
know
it.
there's also a back.
Fuck.
Do you think the cellar is
Isn't there
Attached
more
A
to
than
room
one
cellar.
below
building, too?
ground
Isn't there a building
level
here?
in a house is a cellar. I looked
Wait,
up
why
the
are you guys
definition.
moving your character? How are you guys moving your character?
It's not paused.
What just happened?
What?
Wait, hold on. Huh?
I don't see any characters moving.
Okay,
I'm
what
the
are you
only
talking
one who
about?
moved.
Okay. Never mind.
Now
Oh,
it's
yeah, I can't
paused.
move my character.
Because now it's paused. It wasn't before. That's how I got up here.
Oh, that's weird. It was paused for me.
Cheater!
Sigurd
Anyway.
moved when it was unpaused. Saw his chance.
This
Anyways.
looks
So-
like someone right here, but anyway.
Wait, is the DM back?
Yes.
I
We
am
want to
back.
throw the dragon bone at the house. Just like roll it down a 5-foot hill.
Okay, well, hold on. Are we
See it.
gonna do
I
like
don't
one
know if
of
that's gonna go very far.
yeah,
But
Leo
seriously, we just
Jenkins?
have to look for a cellar. And there's another house over here. I'm pinging.
Also,
Your owl saw it.
what's stopping us from going in and ask them nicely for whatever we need?
That's what I said.
Yeah, I mean,
Because they're not-
I am not against that. I just don't think that's.
I
gonna
mean,
work
if you guys
personally.
want to do that, go for it. But I'm not joining you on that. I'm gonna stay in the back.
I'm saying
I don't think
because
that's gonna go well.
Sebastian gave
I'm
us this
staying in the
quest,
back
I don't think it's gonna work.
regardless.
I'm thinking anything Sebastian wants us to do is not exactly above board.
How do we
Okay,
not
so
add
if you guys want to go in and check things out in invisibility, I can cast it on 2 different people at level 3. But whoever the stealthier persons are, I'm only +2, and I'm not going in because I only have 26 HP.
Sigurd has low stealth, but I
yeah.
think he has disadvantage. But I'm pretty sure his race might have advantage. I don't remember.
well, Big
Big
G
G's
has
got
like,
plus
I think it's
6.
only when gathering.
And I don't have the right magical armor right now, so I'm still at disadvantage on stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
We hit Big G with greater invisibility. He runs through on his giant leg span very
Wait,
fast.
Why would you
shaking
do
the
greater
ground.
invisibility?
Because he only needs a minute, probably. I don't know.
I'm gonna just do invisibility on him.
I feel like we need longer than a minute too.
Yeah, I agree.
but also
So
Big G
Sigurd has proficiency and disadvantage. So doesn't that equal average?
Proficiency, I think it's only when gathering I can use. Yeah.
But
It
you're
doesn't.
gathering the cellar wine, whatever liquid.
If I wasn't wearing heavy armor, I would be pretty decent, but no.
Would it be too much to ask DM if you can do a flyby with the owl again?
How about only the owl is allowed to move? I'm gonna big rule.
Okay, sure.
I've been listening. I was more intrigued by you guys. So, fly the owl.
And flying the owl. Okay, just the owl. Okay, I
Yeah.
will.
If there's a
control the
wall,
owl.
it'll tell
Sigurd,
you there's
better
a
not
wall.
move.
There's a wall.
I am not moving.
I'll be back.
There's a bird there. Look at that bird.
That's the
There's a
owl.
bird.
No, wait.
no,
Oh,
the
the
owl.
There is
bird.
a vulture there.
Oh, damn
It's
it.
huge. It's way bigger than the owl.
Wait, can you fly into on top of the building or no?
No, I can't.
Oh,
Fly
damn
in
it.
a window and then get
Let me
stuck.
check out the window right
like
here.
like Harry Potter.
Okay, I don't see any cellar doors here, guys.
Check. There's another building over here, and there's another building over there.
Okay, let me do a flyby.
cellar
over
is
there
right
later. You see it?
That's not a cellar because it's not underground.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, the exact
Okay.
definition
that's
is a
what
below
I-
ground.
That's what I thought. Is there a
It-
person
yeah.
right here? There's a cat.
You know,
It's a cat.
the cellar could be under a trap door inside as well. We don't
Yeah.
necessarily know where the cellar is.
Yeah, no, I agree. It could be.
But
like
you can
on-
see in the windows right now, and I didn't see any trapdoor.
You're not necessarily going to see a trap door.
So you think it's a hidden trapdoor?
There's a door right here.
I think it's a hidden door.
But yeah, there's another very large building right here.
Big building? What? That was not there.
See.
That was not there, guys. I swear.
What was
just
not
appeared.
there? What do you mean? Why do we not ask Sebastian? And can we go back? Sebastian?
I'll be honest.
What
I
the
gave
fuck?
you guys anything and nobody did nothing.
We
I
thought the
asked. I
corn
was
maze
like,
was
I
going to be
have
the
a few
hardest
questions.
part because it was like way hyped that we might not survive the corn maze.
It's true though. People have failed it. I'm just saying. You
Oh,
guys cakewalked
okay.
it. I'm gonna be honest. That was impressive. I was very shocked that you guys were like, you know what it is that you guys didn't let it get to you. And some players cannot handle the invisibility wall. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, they're
Oh,
dumb.
really?
But like,
Oh,
They
yeah.
must not be on PCs or something.
No, they were on. Everyone's on. I disabled people with the simplest of tactics. I'm just saying.
Oh my
And
but
I
like,
never lied.
Had
It
we
was true.
known.
I mean,
Had
at
we
this point, let's
known.
do something.
yeah, okay,
There
well,
might have been a player squashed underneath that dragon bone boulder ballista.
do you guys
And that's
have
how he
sending
died.
or anything?
I have message,
Damn it.
I also have message.
but you
The
can
thought
always
of
reply to a
message.
message.
sneaking is hilarious.
You can always reply to a message. So
Yeah.
anyways.
Okay,
I have
well,
sending.
Okay, so
You
it
have
doesn't
sending?
seem if
Say-
we're
What?
you have sending?
Yes. Which
Can you
means it works
send-
on any plane of existence.
Yeah, can you send it to Mr. Sebastian asking him what the fuck is in this area?
Yeah,
Who's
since I
in-
know his name.
Yeah, who's in here? Are they friendly? Can we just ask for whatever we need?
I can
Or
definitely.
you could also just
What?
just say, hey, where the heck's the cellar?
I know, where the
Okay,
fuck is
I
that?
have
cellar?
25 words, so.
Just ask where the cellar is. That's the main
use
thing. Where
broken
the fuck is the cellar?
English.
Okay,
Hey,
count the word.
Sebastian,
count the
do
word.
you know where the cellar is,
Oh my
and
God,
are
you went,
there
"Hey,
any
Sebastian."
hostiles here?
Hmm.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. You can reply to this message.
Mhm.
Ignores me.
Imagine that fucker.
You are asking me where the cellar is.
Oh my god, he's wasting words.
I will not waste any, as I am the magic sin which you casts. Sigurd, if I sent you on this quest to get through something I cannot see, how could I tell you where it is?
Okay, fair enough.
Nope, that is pretty fair.
And
That's pretty
so
sound
far.
logic. But what about the hostiles?
I cannot see. I mean, I don't know how.
Oh, he
sound
can't.
it has
He can't
to
see
be.
this whole place.
He cannot see anything within this and
Oh.
that. That's why he sends people
Okay.
in.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, man.
What a waste of a spell. Okay, cool. At least I got to say hi.
From the start. I'm just.
Wait,
You know,
so
the thing
you
is
use
he
Sebastian
literally-
I
Button.
didn't want to do it. They told me to do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Big G, do you want invisibility or greater
What does it sound like
invisibility?
happening right now?
Sounds like a bunch of bullshit. Just kidding.
But what were the three things I told you?
I just think we should do
The
something.
three things you told me?
We're just sitting here.
They didn't happen in the maze.
The three
And you
dangers,
also
remember?
Share it with us.
Oh,
I
it
know.
was
Phineas said nothing.
insanity, trust, and doubt. This is insanity because it takes forever to make us a decision.
Sigurd is getting frustrated and is about to just walk forward.
Trust,
You
Just
can
voting on
tell.
Sigurd.
You can tell
trust
by looking
and
at him.
doubt. Okay, you know what? I think we should just trust that this is like a normal house and just like go up there and ask.
Yeah, ask nicely.
Or we walk in and all become insane.
And
Big G, do you want to lead
Let's
the
go.
charge? Me and Phineas are going to hang back just because we're squishy.
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna.
I'm
Well,
squishy.
I'm gonna go off to the left side. Try to keep them in the group in line sight, but I'm just gonna try to be hidden off to the side.
Okay.
All right.
Sigurd's
Well,
not
I'm
gonna
on
be
your
a
shoulder
total
and my
idiot.
owl's on my shoulder, so that's what's going on.
Sigurd is going to
for me.
grab this rock and throw it past the gate just to see if anything happens to it.
oh my,
Oh my
god.
gosh.
You chuck the rock.
What do you mean? Oh my gosh, that takes way less time than what you guys are doing.
Honestly, I thought the same thing. It blew my mind that they said, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, what the hell?
I want to know.
No, we need some reaction, you know? Oh,
It's something.
A
I'll do
rock
something.
flies. Whoa.
Damn it.
You're not a bad skipper.
Big G charges forward because he try to fetch the rock. He's a dog.
Intelligence saving throw, Big G at advantage because you're a dummy. Sigurd, because disadvantage because you're smart.
Damn it.
Wait, intelligent?
Wait, what was the throw?
Intelligence saving throw for both of you.
Oh, I'm not
Advantage for
actually
Big
that
G.
smart. Just saying.
Hold on, wait. Let me check. Hold on. It's just because you're talking smarter than him. No, you still have an advantage. It's because you have a plus, he's a negative.
Hold on. One more roll.
Wait, who has the advantage?
That never happened.
You have advantage.
I do. Q.
Yes, Sigurd, you have disadvantage. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Then
smarter person has
that was the
disadvantage.
same
The
as my
dumber
roll, so
person
it doesn't
has
matter.
advantage.
Woo.
Oh yeah, I mean anything can be jumped over or climbed,
Oh,
but do you
then,
climb it? As
You're tall.
you see B and A walk in. Reno, Avi, I will allow you guys because Phineas is focusing on the fence line. A Arcana check.
Okay.
Mm,
14.
I'm proficient. Can I have advantage?
yes,
Oh, I mean,
Reno, were you proficient? You may have advantage.
yay! I'll just roll again.
Questions gain reward. Nice.
Yay! 29.
Sigurd
Well.
tends to the sheep as if he was a peasant, as if he worked there and knew what to do.
Whoa,
Big
why'd I move?
G looks at the little creature before and goes, "Oh." No, I moved you, Sigurd. That's what I'm saying
Oh.
is that you failed your roll. So because
Gotcha.
you said who's a good sheep, I just went along with it. You tend to the sheep innately. Sigurd stands for a moment. And begins to just wander aimlessly. Neither of them give either of you guys cues of what is happening ahead. Yet they seem to be involved.
Oh, so Big G is also failed.
Correct.
Damn.
Phineas would attempt to scale the wall.
You scale the wall and you cross over. Give me an intelligence saving throw at disadvantage.
Imagine becoming
Oh
insane
god,
on
Phineas,
top of
I'm
the
like
wall.
on top of your shoulders here.
It's Reno. You too. Disadvantage.
Oh boy, where did he go?
To your left.
Okay.
Left, you went right,
Where's
but we won't
yeah,
discuss
oh, okay.
that. We won't talk about directions.
I thought
Discuss
you meant over the
cardinal
wall on
direction.
the left.
So that's
So I
an
couldn't pass
18 with
the wall.
disadvantage.
That's pretty good. Okay. Reno.
Chickens?
Intelligence at disadvantage?
Yep.
Saving or just regular?
Saving. Save.
Oh gosh.
Just miss it. Reno. You immediately start collecting eggs in which you can find amongst the chickens that are here presently, and then you head outside the moment you run out of eggs. Phineas, you are unaffected by any means, but yet Reno seems to be a caretaker of such property.
So,
Thanks.
seeing Sigurd, Big G, and then
You
Reno
technically,
be
as you jump over the wall, you wouldn't have seen. You would heard Sigurd. To be fair, you would have heard Sigurd saying he was a good sheep, but you would not have seen Big G. So, yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
to be fair, you're pretty fucking smart right now. So you would have been able to decide. You wouldn't know where Big G or if he's under the effect, but you would know for sure Sigurd off of his verbiage.
right.
Okay, I would cast message to Sigurd and ask him if he's okay.
Yeah, Sigurd is unaffected by any means in his understanding. He thinks he's taking care of sheep. So, Sigurd, how would you respond to Avi?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just taking care of the sheep. Why do you ask?
I would cast message again and be like, "Why are you taking care of the sheep?"
Because that's my job.
Can I see Avi from where I am or no?
No, you jumped the wall.
Yes. Okay, I figured that. So I will just kind of slowly crouch forward.
Okay, I'm suspicious in not crossing the wall.
You've seen this happen one too many times, Avi. Avi, go ahead and give me a survival check just to get the gut.
Let me keep fighting with my computer. 1 second.
It's okay. It's hard when we don't have one.
I have a laptop now.
No, I know. I mean, it's the relearning method.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Woohoo, a 9.
You're like, I've seen this happen to Rolly. I've seen this happen to others. I've seen this happen to Wolfric. I've seen you've seen it, and even you are like, God, you've always wanted to experience it, and you're almost on that teeter totter. Give me a wisdom save.
At an advantage because I have a negative.
Sure, at an advantage. Correct. Yes. Thank you for keeping track.
Wisdom or intelligence?
I'm giving you a wisdom because you are now kind of like funneling your own thoughts. It's like you've seen happiness and seen bad, but you just hold. You get close. You're right on the cusp of passing the threshold, and you feel this kind of like comfort. This surrounding just hug, as if you worked too much bubble wrap. And you stop. You turn around and you go, "This is why I always wait at the end, because they have to come back." And ironically, I'll give you credit, guys. This man is like the only survivor of so many incursions because he's the only person who will not pass the threshold. He's like, no. I know the DM. Don't walk past any kind of wall, anything you can't see through, anything that has a line, anything that someone says, "Do I have to cross this?" Don't cross it. Like he will never go through it.
Nope.
Nah,
And
but that's
Go
only
around.
way to move the plot around.
Move around.
it's right and it's wrong, but he's always the only one I cannot get to go through them. And with that, the entire team is with it, except Phineas. Phineas is on the inside. He's behind enemy lines at this time. Phineas,
I thought
you see. Go ahead.
I thought Big G was good too.
No, I just told Phineas he doesn't know about Big G. You would know about Big G, Avi, because you could see Big G just zombieing around, walking around the outside doing basic collective stuff. As the entire team is becoming farmhands and doing their due diligence, Sigurd eventually makes his way into one of the barn houses here, and he's taking care of Carmel, which is the one under the light. He is cleaning their stall, and he is doing his due diligences, and whether or not anyone sees him is up to their own. Excuse me. Big G is going about filling this water from the barrel that was present north of him into the trough for the horse that is left outside, named Comet. So we got Carmel and Comet, sorry, going on at this time. With that, we also have Phineas and Reno. Reno was collecting eggs from the chickens. It's up to him whether or not he named any of them. As he continues to do so, he sees that there's this little pump and he feels the need to go to it for Reno. Phineas, otherwise, is free to do what he wishes. Phineas, what do you do at this time? You have an entire double movement.
So I'm going to sneak out of this little barn stall I'm in. I can't actually leave it on my own.
As
but
you
I
step
will-
out, you hear a little chicken that you almost stepped on, but it does not bring you immediately out to stay.
Mhm.
Have to
And
lift
I
this
don't
wall.
and I
Sorry.
don't see any windows along this wall. Correct.
Say that. Oh, correct. It is a completely overgrown with vinage of sorts. Oh, and this is the building itself. There is no windows on this side of the structure.
Mhm.
Phineas, you weren't there for Carmel, were you?
I was not.
Oh, that was me. Sorry. That was me.
Sigurd is talking to the horse.
I know. I know. That was me responding.
Oh,
So, Phineas, you kind of pop out this way and you see that there's a window here. Oh, wait. Sorry. I apparently failed to make that such available. 1 second. Well, I quickly do a "you can see me" to the window is not that big. Boop. Nope, that didn't work either. Hold on, I didn't save it. Whoops, that's light restriction. My bad. There you go. You do see Big G out here, just kind of nonchalantly doing what he does. I'll put a light because theoretically there should be like a dimish availability here. Yeah, we'll say that it kind of flickers.
Let there be light.
And passing by this window, I don't see anybody inside. Correct.
Correct. It seems to be on occupied at this time. You see a Big G tending, as he does, taking care of what he needs, and it seems like he's taking care of the heavy-duty stuff. Give me an insight check, Phineas. Oddly enough, let's go to a quick secret. This will be quick, I promise, guys.
So many secrets today.
I know, you guys are on fire.
Secretive.
I don't know. Well, okay, well, I think we're dead, guys. We have fallen.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if it's not
Not
a cellar,
crossing the
maybe we
threshold.
should look in
Oh,
there
that's
if we
true.
get a chance.
If you attack us, do you think it's gonna bring us out?
I could always throw a firebolt at you and find out.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Couldn't Phineas just slap us?
That's what I was thinking, but
At the
I'm not
very
gonna
least.
say it because that's very meta. So I'm just gonna let him figure out if he will do it.
Well, it's better than firebolt.
Nah, it's okay. Big G can take it.
Sigurd is worried about his precious fur.
Precious
Like the
fur.
whole barn on fire, and you can worry about the horse.
Actually, it's
No,
more
yeah.
like bristles.
So, like, if you force the horses to run out of the threshold, maybe we'll chase after it and then we'll get out of the threshold.
I like this idea.
Hmm. Yeah, that's meta pigeon.
So Reno is taking care of chickens,
Yeah.
and I'm taking care of a horse, and you're taking care of a cow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Suppose.
I blame Phineas for this. I was on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm. He just like threw you on the ground for you to take care of the chickens.
Well, this is better than like thinking about what we're gonna do, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I kind of think we overanalyze sometimes.
No, we never do. If
There's
there's
a
a
guy
door,
who was trying to get
We don't do it
gold.
properly.
if there's a fucking door, there is a trap. If there is a chest, it's a mimic. If it's a world, you know, he's just trying to, I don't know, do something with
I
it.
am curious
I agree
what the
we do
giant
take
bird
long
is.
to make decisions.
Yeah.
You should, yeah, you should ask.
Oh, the DM's back. We can talk smack.
Throw a rock at it. Woo, woo.
So seeing Big G there and seeing Big G tender land, and with what I've currently learned, Phineas is just gonna kind of take a sack, kind of like an empty sack that he had in his backpack, and take that that vintage bottle of wine that he has and put it in the sack, and approach Big G and ask Big G, I've got more wine to place in the cellar. Could you point it out for me?
Does Big G talk like Big G?
You do. You are yourself. And for some reason, you know exactly where to verbally direct him. You tell him that it is not a cellar, as it is not here. The cellar you seek is beyond the sphere.
Is beyond the sphere, you said, correct?
I'm gonna type it out for you. But yes, correct. It is beyond the sphere. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit enter. And this is direct toward Phineas. Apparently, this is one of many farms, but this is not the one.
Oh no.
You made it to the maze, but no one said that was the right way.
But Phineas knew the way
Phineas
through the
kinda did.
maze.
He knew the safest. What haven't you faced?
We
Any-
haven't faced fear. No, we
Correct.
were very afraid.
Any concerns? There's been no hindrance. He knew the safest route.
Damn it. We did not go to the safest route. Hee hee. But how are we gonna get out of this here? But Fifi's gonna tend to his little cow.
Avi and Phineas. What do
Aye.
you guys do? Avi, you are outside and you see that Phineas is his self. He is not affected by this spell. Everyone else is stuck in this curse. They cannot get out of it until you guys solve it. But what do you guys converse? Phineas, you can walk up to the door, walk out, walk in. You are immune because you passed it. Avi is the only one at risk. If he fails, he becomes one of them. How do you guys discuss as Phineas? I'm going to drag you right here to the entrance so that you and Avi can look face to face. You both know that he takes the risk of joining you, but he can give you insight from the outside if he does not cross the threshold, or he can and pass and aid you further. The question is how do you both address it? Now, consider the fact that all of your members are attending to the property. They have full knowledge of their duties. They have been here before. They have done this not once, but many times. It is not unknown to them. You would believe with this grasp that Sebastian has sent many here, and many have served forever, taking care of this very farm that seems to be ownerless at this time. Now, why can he not reach here, and why is there something hidden here? Is the bigger question for the two of you to worry about beyond saving your friends. You really are trying to acquire what it is you are here for.
Avi, do you happen to, by chance, have any magic at your disposal?
Assume so.
Do you have anything that could get rid of a charm or a control on someone?
Probably not.
So no dispel magic or anything like that is basically what I'm.
Nope.
Ironic.
Would you like me to try and burn the house down?
Nope.
I definitely can't do anything other than. Would you like me to mold earth and pull them out of the area and see if that helps?
I'm going to attempt something. So just wait there for a moment, and I'm going to make my way back to Reno because I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but this is just me going off of these people. I'm going to assume Reno is the weakest, so I'm going to attempt to drag Reno out the front gate.
Reno, give me. You have to resist it because you're an employee of the farm. You do not want to be pulled from your duties. Give me a athletics against his athletics. Athletics versus athletics at the end of the day. Damn, that's really good for you.
Reno's gone now.
Oh, Reno's still gone? 4 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll. I'm gonna give him advantage because at the end of the day, he is a man of the farm.
Sure.
No one leaves the farm. But Reno goes, he gets dragged. I mean, I wouldn't say you drag him all the way out the farm. You drag him halfway there.
Yeah, this would be a
Easily
couple
enough.
of times.
Yeah, you drag him halfway there, and as you do, you see something briefly because you are totally of mind, Phineas. The tree shifts. There's a growl, almost as if for a warning.
Does it seem like that tree is alive?
Something in it is.
Yeah, I mean,
So I cast message to Phineas. And is there a way to make them leave willingly, like saying there's an emergency right outside the gate?
Convincing him. I mean, you'd have to really. I mean, they'd be like, "Where's the emergency?" You know what I mean?
I could set the scarecrow on fire.
It's not my problem.
Do it. Do it.
I don't think that's gonna be enough to get him out. Is the thing. Well, man. See, the thing is Reno is got the most magic. He's the one who would be able to help us out the most in this situation, but he's under the control. I know why I wanted to drag him out the gate. But it would be terrible if this tree comes alive and starts attacking all of us while we're not at full control either.
It's not the tree, I'll give you that. But something upon the tree is hiding. And it's defensive. Reno, you are being dragged, and I try to say for your behalf, by Phineas toward the gate. As doing so, something within the tree hiding is growling in a defensive nature as if removing you would be promptive.
Am I still in my
You are at
charm?
this time, but they have come to the conclusion that you might have the most abilities to help them. However, they have not made the next move.
Am I still in
I
my
think
charmed state?
Yes, you are.
what
But
I'm gonna
I
do.
will let real quick Reno, Big G, and Sigurd to do a U100, 100. Ooh, wow.
Oh my gosh, I finally rolled big again.
All three of you guys link together. You hear each other's thoughts. You know that you're stuck in a farming simulator as a peasant. What the fuck? What are the three of you guys saying as you witness everything happening to you in live action, yet you are trapped, unable to do anything beyond your shell and thoughts?
But we cannot do anything, right? We cannot control.
I mean, you can't control shit. You're a witness in your body.
Gotcha.
Should I attempt to explore the farmhouse before I drag him out? Because I think at this point that's really all that's
Well,
left. I can
before
do.
that, let us see. Okay, Big G starts to drop out bag of beans in the attempt to plant them.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to
Let's
read
see.
it, but yeah.
It's like it. You were trying to read it. You deleted it. Well, we can't read it now. The big Reno and Sigurd, do you guys have any kind of like? So you guys are now tetherly aware. Like, what the fuck? Hold up. What are we doing, guys? And you're like, you realize that it's the three of you guys stuck in this state. That you guys are in a farming simulator. You guys are tending to the crops and the creatures and the land, as if you were forced to be workers until, God, forever. But you guys understand that you can communicate with each other, and you see Phineas struggling. You guys cannot speak through your bodies, but you can speak mentally to each other outside of Phineas. What do you discuss in the meantime, and how do you come up with a plan?
Phineas is
Oh,
going to check
man.
the floor for traps.
1 second, Phineas. We will get to that.
God,
Reno.
are we stuck in this state, guys? I can't move my own body.
Are we able to see that Phineas is dragging him?
Yeah, you can see that Phineas is Phineas. You guys understand that Phineas and Avi are conscious of mind. You guys are stuck inside your person, watching on the outside, being able to communicate to the three in which are bound by this curse. Avi,
I'm
meanwhile, is casting
Stuck
fire to
taking
shit.
care of horses.
Man, I'm just getting dragged over to places by Phineas. I think I got stuck in this state because of him.
Yeah.
Let him drag you out of the gate.
I know.
I can't tell him.
Why not?
Can you guys tell him?
Nope.
Oh, Phineas.
Why
I
is he
know.
going the wrong
My
way?
fellow wise man.
We never know what his thought is.
Actually, you guys are hearing Reno's inner thoughts, so
Yeah.
it's gonna. Oh, Phineas.
Um.
Oh my gosh.
Did they see the big fire I started?
Well, where would you have started the fire for clarity?
Right here.
What? Where Sigurd is pinging?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Guys, since we're stuck in this body, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of hungry.
Big Tree's always hungry. Maybe Big Tree
Big-
should eat this cow.
Big G, be honest, how much do you really like Sigurd's food?
I love it.
I can read your thoughts.
Big G loves Sigur's
Hey, my
food.
cooking is amazing.
Big G also think Sigur is the best.
Wait, is my fire going out of control? Because I have control fire. I'll just.
No, it's just
Snuff the
burning where you
flames.
want it to. No, I just stuck it in the plane that you put it in. In the field. I didn't go crazy.
Okay.
I'm
Anybody
just
see
trying to
the
don't-
celery
reflect
yet?
that it's the field. So you guys all see the field outside the farm burning. Not your problem.
Does anybody see the celery yet?
Well, you guys aren't looking for it, ironically. But
They
Reno,
don't react?
Sigurd, and Big G know exactly where it is.
We know exactly where it is. Where is it?
It's
Not here.
Sigurd has experience fighting fires, so he's sweating internally, unable to move, freaking out.
But safe, Sigurd, but safe. It is legit not here. All three of you know that the cellar in which I'll seek is at another farm on the other side of the fields.
Oh, other side of the field.
That's the way I was
Hmm.
going.
I mean, we can't do
Fuck.
anything.
Avi, how come this guy's not doing anything?
Phineas, what are you up to?
I'm checking this door for traps. I'm gonna stop pulling AV for now, or not AV, Reno for now. I'm gonna check out the farmhouse since we came here. I'm not letting this be for nothing. I'm gonna see what's in that
Okay.
house. But
You
first
see a
I'm gonna
massive
look for-
fire rising as Avi sets a non-internal cropland yet aflame somehow, ironically, because there were no crops there. And to create are you just trying to create a smoke signal or are you trying to create a diversion? Like what is your exact goal, Avi?
I was trying to see if they would respond to the fire. If they're not going to respond to the fire, I'm going to snuff it out 5 feet at a time.
Got it. You snuff it out and you realize that they are only tending to their property lining.
I'm gonna.
Now notice you also see that there's very few crops planted on the outer lines.
Wasn't
How
he
high
aware
is
that
the
there's
wall?
something living in the tree?
Yeah, but that
We're just
was
gonna ignore that, for now.
it was like like to be 100%, like he understood it to be a defensive nature of removing you guys forcefully,
Yeah.
like without will, basically, because Reno was not choosing to go; he was being forced to go.
I see. But you have fire.
One does,
Last
but he did
time,
not cast it there.
I'm just saying.
the
Phineas,
last
you go
time
inside the
a
house.
defensive creature attacked on a whatever the hell his name is mission, it wiped out the whole party basically.
I realize now that I did not put any walls, so I'm quickly plopping them for you now.
Cool. What is Reno doing? Not Reno. Phineas doing.
He is going through the building at this time, which I'm clarifying for him that I just built the walls for.
So with my dungeon delver feat, I'm going to search this room for any secret compartments or hidden doors, and I will get advantage.
Go ahead and give me advantage as you give me an investigation check.
That's going to be
You find a note, and as you do, you see a note hidden at the supper table that seems to be perfectly displayed for a family of 4, with a 5th attending but not eating. On the note it says, "Yet abandoned and left, as if read like a fortune cookie. We were told to hide it and never shown. But in the end, it was now without so." I love that. That was good. You can freely move back. At this point, you realize, oh, I can go back.
That monster has stopped accosting me.
Okay, let's try this one more time while he's busy. No one's here to supervise me. I'm not that smart. I'm just
No.
casting it here.
Where?
And
Okay.
then I'm going to control the flames and make a small square.
Sigurd and Big G would arrive with water buckets to put it out. But you can speak to them, but otherwise they are doing their job.
Oh, so they're close to the door.
Yes, they walk up to put it out.
Okay, I'm grabbing Sigurd because I think he's the weaker of the two.
So you try to go inside? You pass the
Hell
threshold?
no.
No, you put it inside. Don't even fucking lie to me. Your fucking ping is way beyond the doors, bro. Like, you put
Don't
that
you
shit
grab
up in
them?
there. Yeah.
No, I'm casting Mold Earth. I'm dragging their feet
They have to be willing.
out of the door.
No, they can contest that. You guys feel the earth beneath you moving in a weird, obstruct nature.
Do we roll for that?
A dexterity save for the both of you.
Okay.
Ooh, that works out in your favor. Kind of. I'm
Secret
good at
advantage. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I have advantage.
Oh, never mind.
Ooh, not so much. Sigurd does
One
not
of
move.
you has to fail.
Let's see, Big
I
G.
know, but we're not. Oh,
Oh!
But, Big G, how heavy are you?
I am very happy. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You say like 500 pounds or something?
Avi, give me a Arcana check to see
Yeah,
whether or
500.
not you can withstand the weight of Big G. He's a heavy motherfucker compared to what your magic capabilities have seen.
It doesn't say there's a weight. It says I
I
can
know.
move.
I'm telling you that he is heavy enough to prevent the movement of such.
I'm
Anything
proficient. Can I
past
have
500. Yeah,
advantage?
that's fine. You can have advantage, yeah.
I'm going to cheat as much as possible. How's an
Yeah,
almost nat
well,
20?
You move him 5
Okay.
feet. Congratulations. In the first 6 seconds, Sigurd sees something's wrong. Sigurd sees that Big G is forcefully being yanked away, and Big G would not allow his coworker to be pulled from him. I mean, sorry, Sigurd would not allow Big G to be pulled from him without
Sigurd
his
grabs
will.
his hand and says, "You must return to work."
Yes.
And I just keep going with Mold Earth because it's a cantrip.
Big G can step out of it at any point.
Now you gotta pull them both.
Okay. Okay. Do I stand up or?
Yeah, I mean, you're not being. Yeah, he was just moving the earth beneath you. You could just walk away like an escalator.
Yeah. I'm gonna step away because I need to go back to work.
Trip him.
Avi, it does not work beyond you. I mean, you could spot check it and continuously try, but they're going to continuously be effortlessly going to their duty.
Yeah, but I'm going to trip him. I want him laying down on the ground so I can drag him 5 feet.
He can get back up. Within that period of you getting like 5 feet every 6 seconds, he can get up at the same time with half his movement speed to walk out of it. Is my point. Is that you'd have to literally disable the man to get him 30 seconds away without him being able to stop you.
Disable. You're giving me options. I can disable him. What can I do
I'm
to
not saying you
disable
can't.
him?
I'm just saying that they are dead. They are due diligent to their job.
Yeah.
And 5 feet every 6 seconds is not going to stop them from just getting up and going, "This is weird," and walking away every single time.
Yeah, the
How
hardest
much
part
health do you
here is
have?
going to be getting them out.
What was the
What do
question
you-
again?
How much health do my teammates have?
Plenty.
90.
Where is Reno?
Working
Big G has
elsewhere,
over
out of your
100.
sight. Actually, Reno is working in the chicken coop. You can't see Reno, so you're lucky that you could see Big G and Sigurd. But technically, Big G and Sigurd would go back to their due diligences and leave because the fire is out. You would have to
Okay.
continuously keep it on fire, keep them there in like a weird, robot glitch, while Phineas goes around and Reno does what he does. No, and he's like, "Fuck you guys." No, I'm just kidding. He just has bad reception, I promise. He doesn't do it purposefully.
Again. I guess.
He's going to make
I'm out.
one last search in this room.
Go ahead, Phineas. Investigation.
Investigate the cat.
You see a cat laying on the bed.
It's a big fat cat, too.
It's like, meow. The cat is not the suspect, but instead, it's the room. This room does not seem to be used or functional for any kind of purpose of a human. Why would you have plating here and plating here. Yet, nowhere for anyone to sit here. It would be physically impossible to lay in the standard bed and enjoy this if it was facing toward them as if there was an on-viewer, and yet someone was here as a observer. This room doesn't make sense. Almost everything here placed seems to be misleading. Everything was ready, prepared, yet no one is present.
I'll go back. I use the slash. Yeah, a little bit. I think she's having trouble transitioning.
So I want to light this door on fire.
Go for it.
I already cast firebolt.
Big G comes back before Sigurd to go about putting it out again. It catches the light, this hay. The hay starts going crazy. Sigurd and Reno see the fire. They start coming to help. The fire starts getting out of control. What do you guys do to stop it?
Where is Reno?
He's running across the way to aid as he sees fire going.
How tall would you say Reno is?
I
Like,
mean,
what's his size?
oh, how tall? Oh, I don't know, Reno. How tall are you?
I'm about 3.5 feet.
You're 3.5 feet tall?
Yeah, I weigh about 50.
Oh yeah,
60
easy
pounds.
enough. Reduce. I'm gonna enlarge reduce. I'm gonna cast reduce on Reno and basically make him half his size. So he's pocket size now. Sticking Reno in my pocket, and I'm gonna drag Sigurd out the front gate if I can.
Sigurd, athletics against him.
Oh no. You're just gonna run back and forth to like put out a fire.
She's the only one doing anything
Yeah.
of use.
Ooh.
I'm trying to help. Phineas, you managed to drag Sigurd up into the cusp of the door. But then Big G, you have a intelligence check. It's either the fire is more important or Sigurd's more important. An employee is being pulled by their against their will away from the fire in which you guys should be putting out. Yet you are putting it out. What do you do at the end? Do you put out the fire or do you save an employee?
Are we still psychically linked?
Yep.
But
Nothing's broke your focus.
Yeah, but
Let him
we're
pull me
not
out.
as uh intelligent way. How likely
Silent
would-
image and the barn catches on fire all of a sudden.
Silent image doesn't matter at this moment. Big G, what were you saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Let me roll something.
Sigurd, you see bandits trying to put the barn on fire and yank you away. You are resisting absolutely. You were like, no, they are burning my barn on fire. Like, this is wrong.
My body is resisting, or also my mind?
No, all of you,
Okay.
like in every sense, like you are an employee of this farm, like you are dedicated
yeah.
to taking care of it, and they are burning it. Like it is. If it was more like a hey, come see what's out here, you'd be more curious. But they are so aggressive in nature that you are like, this is a threat.
Am I a
Yeah.
farmhand in the sense that I wouldn't respond with any of my force, or would I?
It's gonna get to that point in just a minute, depending on how this goes. Big G, what do you do?
Okay. Well, he kind of failed, so he will just yell at Sigurd to like get back to his work, but he will also just try to put it out before he drags Sigurd back.
Okay, so you guys see Big G just throwing whatever it is he can to douse this fire, which is not working because it just hit an entire bale of hay, thanks to Avi. As that's raging out, you see that Sigurd is being called and pulled to. Sigurd, you push shove against, I assume, Phineas?
Yeah.
Phineas, strength saving throw.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
you get
natural one.
chucked across the door. Reno is still in your pocket. Reno, give me a Constitution saving throw because Phineas just gets fucking shoved like a motherfucker, and you're tiny, so you're definitely getting some of that damage.
Oh, dang it.
You take an unprecedented 11 points of unfortunate damage.
I'm dead. Just kidding.
It hurts badly. But Phineas, you get Reno out. Reno, give me a wisdom saving throw.
You
At advantage.
you-
Sorry. One more roll. Beautiful. Oof. Yeah, not helpful, but the 18's enough. You kind of, you have like a massive headache. You got scrapes all over your body like you were just thrown away. You turn into your normal size as Phineas can no longer hold the spell due to the nature of in which the form has released you because it casts a spell when you break it. And you are yourself on the floor with Avi and Phineas looking at looking at Sigurd and Big G dousing a fire, working as farmhands, taking care of the property. You have every recollection of what you did, but you do not remember the layout of the properties or any other.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So I'm going to, after that happening, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself and give myself Bull Strength. And basically, I'm just walking back in there, and Big G's right there this time, so I'm pulling Big G.
Big G resist.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Of course, the biggest party
Oh,
member.
fuck.
my
19, 19, 19. 3 19s. This was a 100% fucking beetle bug fight. Just. I've never seen Phineas look buffer as Phineas is just fucking. But yet Big G prevails. Phineas, you are feeling this kind of lethargy as this takes an immense amount of strength and personal drain. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Me, you said correct?
Con. You back out. Passing the threshold again will be the last time you can go through
Oh.
without having to risk being one of them.
You said there was a horse in the barn named Caramel, right?
Yep.
I'm going to go to that horse.
Go inside.
I'll
3.
cast a message to Phineas.
Okay.
Phineas,
You approach Carmel.
my head's hurting. If you try to bring Big G, I can cast Tasha's Laughter to try to disable him for a little bit.
So basically, I'm just going to see if I can get... I'm going to see if I can get Carmel to trust me enough to let me ride her. And I'm going to use the rope, if she does, with Big G and just kind of lasso Big G and try to... It's going to hurt Big G, but pull Big G the heck out of there.
Okay. Animal handling.
What's that?
Animal handling.
Animal handle.
I'm gonna walk up to Reno and be like, we should probably try Dispel Magic.
Do you think that'll work on this large area or just on them?
Just on them. I don't think it'll work on everything.
The horse rears up and kicks out twice, causing you 20 points of
Damn,
damage
that's
as
a
you
long
try to
horse.
pull the horse, and it's like you dodge and you try to avoid massive amount of damage, but you do get hit in the forearms and the shin once as you back out of the stall and realize that maybe Carmel has trusted another rider.
I'm gonna try to cast Friends on Big G.
Okay, Big G, you may roll the resist.
Intelligence safe, right?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Phineas, were you concentrating on anything for a con save? For the damage?
No, that
What
larger... Oh, no, actually, yeah, because enhanced
Yeah.
ability. But, so, yeah.
Go ahead and roll a save. Yeah, Big G ain't fucking around. Phineas, you ain't fucking around either. Phineas, you hold on to Hound's ability, but Big G is like... You're gonna
The eternal battle.
There's one other horse. And I will attempt it this time with some dried meat for my ration. while we use
Okay.
the whole ration for this.
Give me 1 second as we get to that, Phineas. As Reno looks at Big G, and Big G is just like, "Who are you?" and walks off just to take
Meh.
care of other shit. Just the fire is out. No worries.
Sigurd there? Can I grab or
Sigurd
Jeff?
is gone due to
Oh
duties.
man.
Yeah, you just got mind blown as Big G's just like fucking under the chin, in your direction.
Who are you?
Phineas.
Why are you in the stall?
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. How do you respond?
Fire on this door. I'm just
Before
gonna
that-
breathe
I'm gonna
fire
cast
everywhere.
another minor illusion,
Hold on.
maybe.
Before that
fire.
happens, Phineas is encountered with Sigurd, protecting the horse. Phineas, how do you respond as Sigurd walks in on you?
Just
Sorry,
you know,
Phineas. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just brushing them, feeding them, taking care of them. Just giving them some love.
You're a new farmhand?
Indeed, I just got here recently, actually. Just arrived 5 minutes ago.
Deception check. Deception, Phineas. Insight, Sigurd.
Ooh, it was almost good.
Sigurd, you're like, he gets 3 strikes. You decide how it goes, but he gets 3 strikes. This is strike 1.
I've not seen you before.
And how tall would you say Sigurd would be?
8 feet.
8 feet? 8 feet, okay.
So how would you respond, Phineas? Oh, you're a little quiet there.
Yeah, because I gotta think.
Oh, sorry. I thought I heard something. Meanwhile, while you guys are in that confrontation, it says Reno and Avi are outside. What are you guys discussing?
Avi, what are they doing?
I don't know. You guys were under a spell, and then you wanted to be farmhands. I tried pulling you out without going inside. I tried setting everything on fire. It seems pretty magical, but I'm not going in there.
Have you tried to convince anybody to come out, or do you have any rope?
That's a question.
If you have rope, you can tie it around me. I'm pretty light, so you can drag me back pretty easily.
Genki retreat.
Where do I see all the random junk in my inventory?
If you had any random junk, it'd be in your inventory at the very bottom. So you pretty much just have weapons, equipment, and consumables at this time, to my understanding.
I could splash you with ink or stab you with a crossbow bolt.
No thanks.
We have a wounded child. Someone help.
Yeah!
I could try an illusion, or I can try casting a message to them and trying to convince them.
I
to,
tried
come
message. That doesn't work.
Big G, while you are doing your duties, you walk into the cow's barn. As you do, you hear something. Give me a perception check.
Damn, I'm rolling high.
You hear. Hold on. Check your languages. You hear an orc You hear in understanding tone. You need to dive deeper. This won't get us what we need. The bones are not rich nor thick enough. The feed in which they've gathered does not get us where we need to be. You don't hear that in the room. You hear it beyond it. Just outside, as if two or more were having a conversation beyond you.
Huh. Where in what direction was it from? Okay. He's gonna go like touch the wall. Is that like wood or is that like stone?
A double thickered wood with a stone inlining. So it's probably 8 inches wood with a 2-inch cement or stone piece in between.
He's gonna yell back in orc. Who's there?
You just hear kind of like a scatter of beyond the wall.
Come back to work.
No response.
Hello, my fellow orcs.
He's gonna tend to work.
You got it. You tend to the rest of the cows. Meanwhile, Phineas.
So I guess I don't have anything else I can do. There's no lying figured at this point. I don't got nothing I can do. I'm gonna try to get on the horse still with the. I'm gonna cast Owl's enhance ability Owl's Wisdom. Try to animal handling with my rats and the dried meat to try to get on this horse, because that can still also potentially get Sigurd to give chase, perhaps outside of the farm if I'm stealing an animal.
So give me an animal handling advantage. Sigurd, give me a dexterity check.
Check or save?
Just check.
For now.
Oh, that D20 was teasing hard. That was like, oh shit. Animal handling. You see Phineas. Fuck you! Jump on the horse. Sigurd, you missed the opportunity to close the horse stall in which the horse is now loose. Phineas, you could attempt to run out. In doing so, you need one more animal handling check to see if you can control the horse to do so. Sigurd, you get to do either a acrobatics, an athletics, or a intimidation. You decide how it looks for each of them depending on what it is you choose. You have to beat a 19. Jesus.
He's gonna go for intimidation.
And since I don't see Big G anywhere at this point, I'm roping Sigurd if I can, dragging Sigurd with me.
A sleight of hand to see if you can acquire such. As Sigurd tries to, he does stand there, stout and as fearful as possible, and yet Phineas is like,
We need that.
Funny.
Phineas
That's
is
a
like,
natural one.
YOLO, you're coming with me. Like, yeet. Zoop. Just no
Hey,
fucking questions asked.
horse thief.
You're not just a horse thief, but a fucking
He's stealing me.
person thief. Yeah, he's kidnapping. He's doing it all. As he does, Sigurd at disadvantage, give me a wisdom saving throw. As you just get fucking pummeled out probably like 100 feet with a horse that's just yonder. And yeah, you snap out of it. Just you just snap out of all the bullshit that you were going through, and you're like, whoa, what the you come to reason. You're full of dust, you're full of plume, and you do take that bludgeoning of
Oof.
28 points of damage.
Killed Reno.
Big G, you are the only one left alone, but you don't know it yet. You hear a commotion. Give me a perception check. From where you are, would you come out front to check the noise beyond the cows?
I mean, is he done with the cows though?
You tell me.
I mean, yeah, I would say so. I mean, there's
Okay.
like other things to tend to, and so you
You come to check shit out, and you realize that
what the
Sigurd
fuck?
is out of the work zone. Your body itself cannot cross that threshold, but you can yell, shout, and whatever you wish.
Yeah, he's gonna like come to the door and says, "Hey, come back."
Reno, no! Dispel magic!
Hey, come back.
Okay, I'll just shake my staff and just say, ugh. Alright, dispel magic. Be gone.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Big G, because you're standing in the threshold.
Oh no.
He wipes it just for you to have a 5-second time. Come back. Laura. Did anyone ever play the game D? I'm just saying. Like, Big G, you are still a farmhand. Reno, it worked, but it didn't work long. He's in the wrong spot.
Grab him, folks.
Sigurd will attempt to pull him through the gate.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw, Big G.
Long
Yeah,
shot.
if possible, I would
Yeah.
help Sigurd as
Ooh.
well at this point.
Doesn't work. Ooh, Phineas, what was that?
I said, if possible, I would help Sigurd at this point as well.
Unfortunately, it was a spell save, so there's nothing that you could have done
Okay,
unless
okay.
you have your own spell.
Spark of Genius doesn't work on that?
Does he? Oh, sorry. Were you trying to use Spark of Genie? I mean, it's a save. It's Big G doing the save, so he'd have to give it to Big G. You get what I mean?
Right, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it wouldn't work in that manner.
So Big G just glitched and just
Yeah.
coming.
he's, he's still apart. He's like confused. What? Why are
Sigurd's
you
gonna
not
shout,
working? He
Big
sees
G,
4
we need
employees
your help.
lazy as fuck.
These thieves are trying to escape. Help!
What thieves?
Hey,
I
As
point
Sigurd
at
says-
Reno and Phineas.
Grab
What do they
him.
have that
They
shows
stole a horse.
thievery?
As Sigurd says that, Phineas will kind of just slowly trot away with the horse as if he is actually stealing it, which he kind of did.
Big G, he's stealing
Big
our
G,
horse.
You kind of give me a perception check, Big G, and then a intelligence as you go to look backwards to see if a horse is missing because you're like looking at the horse you took care of. Your horse is not missing; it's there.
Yeah,
give me a insight check if maybe another horse is missing.
Can you just
Nah,
reach in there and grab him?
Your horse isn't missing, Big G.
Wait,
I
wasn't that
know.
supposed to be insight?
Can you just grab
Insight,
him?
sure.
It wasn't insight.
I'm definitely not crossing that threshold.
But I mean, he's at the borderline. You don't have to step
Your horse
in, right?
isn't
You
missing.
just-
Yeah, no.
just
Big
grab him.
G's one cared for horse is definitely still there.
Yeah, but do I trust them with what they said that the horse is missing?
I mean, a 10 is like,
Does his
these
innate
guys have
trust
been
of
causing
Sigurd
problems.
pull
Your issue with them is that they are not working.
Yeah, so he's gonna keep doing. Hey, come back.
Right now,
Come back to work.
You guys see, all you need is
Is-
Big G. He's the only one stuck inside.
Is he like just right at the line, or
Yeah, he's right there, just saying, "Come back, come back."
All right.
He's just strong and big, like you know.
last
okay? I'm
one,
gonna
Big
walk
G.
up. I'm gonna walk up
Last
to
one,
Big
Big
G,
G.
and I'm just gonna smack him in the penis and try to grab him.
Give me a sleight of hand to get the penis slap, and then we'll see from there.
Oh,
You better
damn it.
take 100
You hit nothing but
D100.
thigh. Yeah, that's nothing but thigh. Bam! Big G looks at you confused and brings you back to work.
Oh, very
Oh no!
Reno, sorry, you are another employee.
Do I need a save?
Nope, you passed the threshold by force, in which you have willingly, technically at this point, because of your interaction with Big G, you can save in the future when people give you a reason to, but at this time you are like, I am an employee.
Oh my gosh!
Just got caught.
Someone stronger should have just grabbed him. I'm like a 3.5 foot child. Why am I
was
being the one doing
considering
this
it,
stuff?
but you ran up.
I asked this like minutes ago.
I definitely told you I wasn't crossing that threshold.
Oh my God.
I cast sleep on Reno.
Ooh,
Sleep
give
is a
me a
zone,
roll.
isn't it?
No, it's a roll. It is, but it's also HP roll. So he has to roll the damage, and it has to meet or beat the HP of the people he's knocking out, and it
Ooh.
drops rapidly based off how much is used. 21 is enough to knock out Reno. Big G is
And
nowhere
Mulder
near that
and
threshold.
yoink.
Okay, Reno is saved. Big G is
If
like
I-
all the way back to his duty, unaffected
Yeah,
by
whatever.
sleep, doing what he does, and then he turns around and goes, "Where'd Reno go?" But Reno's probably working. Reno's fine.
Yeah.
Phineas?
Nope. Big G went too far. I'm not going back in there.
Exactly.
I mean, he resisted a ton. You guys used the worst saves against him.
I mean,
You guys could just knock him out, you know? Keep doing chip damage.
You guys could have casted
Well,
spell. No one stopped you
eventually-
guys from cantripping him to death. I just said
Exactly.
you can't walk past the
Eventually
threshold.
you'll
That's
die.
it.
Anyways,
That's why I kept casting cantrips, but
Not on him, just on burning stuff. Not him.
I don't
trying to
have
get them
enough
closer
power
to the
take
door.
Big G comes back. No one working. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna cast friends on him again and say, "Hey, buddy, there's some work out here to do."
What is that? A wisdom? It's a charm.
yeah,
Mm, yeah, it's just a charm.
finally.
Big G goes. Go ahead.
Okay.
You walk out. As you walk out, immediately, Big G, you feel tricked. You understand that wasn't you. What the?
Orc.
Wait, so is he him or is he still?
You're you. No, you whack out. You. Once you cross the threshold, it breaks because
Is
you're now.
he asleep waiting
You're.
for orcs?
I go back up to Big G, and I'm just gonna punch him right in the penis again.
You gotta aim.
Sleight of hand.
You're too tall.
No.
You're like 1 foot tall right now.
Another.
No.
He likes
I'm gonna
playing knick-knack on your.
Like,
He's just gonna look at Reno and be like, what was Reno doing? So congratulations. Big G's gonna look at Abby. I mean, he knows everything that he did, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And he's gonna
You
be
just
like,
don't remember the layout. You only remember what you did, not the layout of the land, not where the cellar. Like you forgot all that stuff.
yeah, he's like, burn this tree. And he's gonna point at the one right here.
Firebolt.
Yeah, and then he's gonna yank it up and toss it in there next to this tree.
You fire it immediately. Right at the entrance. It doesn't leave the entrance, but it screams out as it catches like.
Oh.
Until it is nothing.
What was it?
You guys
Phineas
make a nature check.
will brush the horse, calm him down a little bit.
I hope the
The
horse
horse
bites
is
you.
calm. Well, let's see. Animal handling for Phineas.
I still have my owl's wisdom up.
That's fine.
That's a
Nice.
natural 20.
The horse is satisfied and safe. It trusts you. Big G. You've crossed these creatures before, but you don't know what's called a groff. You can call it whatever the fuck you want, say whatever the fuck you want, but it is great at holding its breath, faking what it is, and it's most commonly found in a swamp.
It's a nasty thing. You can hold breath and be nasty.
Is it edible?
Big G wouldn't eat it. It's nasty.
Oh.
So no one cross the threshold, please.
But
I'm
like,
not
it's
completely sure I would try and save you again.
is the whole thing on fire now? Because
The tree, yeah, the tree and the creature, yes, absolutely decimated.
Does it like
So,
spread out into the barns and stuff?
No,
Okay, that's Big G's intention. He's trying to burn this whole thing down.
you guys get the sense that this place is very, very, very well magically protected.
Okay, cool.
That
So,
won't stop me from casting Control Flame and trying to help Big G burn the whole place down.
As you cast Control Flame and it comes across other properties that should be alight, it does not catch, nor tinder.
I tried.
Okay.
well, the bad news, guys, is that we came to the wrong barn in the farm. The good news is we got a horse out of it.
Horses are good eating.
Yes.
Do not eat my horse, please.
Big G's hungry. We know their names. Still?
Yeah, what is this horse's name?
You don't know.
No.
Oh.
Are you asking that as a character or as a player?
In general. You
Oh,
don't know.
Did you say it out loud?
Yeah,
No, I think he
in
only
general.
said caramel.
Yeah, I only said caramel.
Yeah, you said
Sigurd
super
only
important to
knew
you?
of
No,
caramel.
I'm asking like RP wise because I can ask it what its name is.
Ooh.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Got it. If anyone were to announce in character aloud without Sigurd's purposeful attention, saying, "I wonder what this horse's name is," Sigurd could acquire such.
Hey, Sigurd, would you mind chatting with the horse a little bit and just, I don't know, introduce us and maybe introduce the horse to us so we have a better understanding of each other?
Okay. Sigurd will use one charge of his ring for speak with animals, and ask the horse what its name is, and tell it that we're going on an adventure together, and I hope you're ready for some fun.
It breathes heavily out of its nostrils. I am grave. You will be with me until I fall.
Okay. Awesome.
That's a sick name.
Good to hear. Nice to meet you, Grave. I'm Sigurd. That's Phineas. That's Reno. That's Avi. And that's Big G.
All right. With that, you guys now have acquired Grave.
Hey, Reno, you've got the smallest legs. Why don't you ride Grave?
Okay. Whee.
Is he still 1 foot tall?
No, that ended a long time ago when I cast
I thought
Owl's
he was
Wisdom on
still 1
myself.
foot tall.
And you guys now have Grave, which is a entire team ownership at this time.
Pack mule.
With that, we'll hold it there. You guys did not succeed the main goal, but got a horse for who knows how long.
It's close to a bag of holding.
It's a start.
Hey, we can carry the gold on it.
You could absolutely put it to more beneficial usage.
Okay,
Now
It's
that
sure.
it is
saddlebags.
acquired.
We need a
and
cart
3
guy.
of 5.
I happen to know of a cart right here.
Yeah, not that cart.
Oh,
No,
do it.
I know exactly. Yeah, I've seen that one too. We're not getting
There's
that
a
cart.
cart right
No,
here. Go.
it's right here.
Yeah.
Look.
You
Behind
guys have a cart. What do you know with a free harvest scythe upon it?
Free scythe.
Golly. Look at you guys putting together the pieces. The DM
And
is
now-
so not nice.
And now we can take the cloth in our old laundry and hide the gold on the cart with Reno.
So, hold on. Let me look
Yeah.
at this spell.
Okay.
You don't want me to cast invisibility on the rock when we leave, or silent image, and just change what it is?
How long does it last?
Invisibility lasts an hour. We could be pulling an empty cart.
I mean, yeah. I mean, other than Reno in it, of course. But yeah, no, silent image. As long as it's on the cart itself and the rock doesn't actually move, that should work.
Sigurd has a blanket. Could put it over the rocks.
Yeah, there's
Okay, we
tons
have
of methods.
options.
But what I will say is you guys have successfully. That is a good question about the invisibility of the cart. You guys have successfully acquired a horse that can pull along a cart in which someone could ride. Others could be in the cart, not Big G nor other large creatures, because the horse cannot pull immense weights. But a single horse could pull a good accessory of such. Meanwhile, we will hold the session there. You guys have gotten somewhat successful. What would you say Sebastian's first quest has fielded to you all? As promised, lackluster, or as difficult as declared?
Not as difficult physically, but definitely a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, we definitely got to be more careful with our wording too when we ask him things.
He was honest though, right? Did I
He was.
misdirect you in any way, or was I very honest?
No, he was honest.
Yeah, he's an honest bitch.
He's
Like,
Well, I asked for the dangers
an
of the
asshole, but he's
maze,
honest.
and you told me it was going to be a mind game.
And it
There was no
was. You
mind
guys
game.
were doubting each other the entire time. Your
What?
advancements were only hindered by yourselves.
In the maze?
The
Yeah.
entirety. No, you guys. I said the maze is the entirety. The idea was that you got through the field to get to the farm. He never said the farm wasn't a part of it. He said it was all together. But the hardest part was people believing in getting together. You guys got together, which was the easiest part, right? The 3 words I told you, and then it became doubt and distrust.
Trust me, I am lighting the next one that gets charmed on fire.
do it.
No one did it. I'm not against it. No one harmed each
Do
other,
it.
which is fine. I appreciate you guys taking the most safest method to save each other. I was respectfully so. You guys did a hell of a job avoiding internal conflict, but there were a lot of easier methods for sure. Absolutely. But I love that you guys were very cautious and careful, and you guys got a horse at the end with the cart, so that's a win. You didn't get nothing. You could have got more, but you didn't get nothing. And that's just a little taste of you guys honestly bulldozed through a lot of the challenge, but nonetheless, Sebastian got you guys at the end.
We have to go back across the field.
We will see what happens next as we get together next week. Otherwise, bonjour, and I hope you guys had a good night.
Wait, for my own well-being, did I miss my antimatter rifle?
Not yet late in the path, but it is left by someone. There's an individual who has visited the Raven, and this is not your normal Raven. In fact, they are the creator of all fancy or futuristic arsenals. And that individual was named Jebediah. He unfortunately fell upon the field of action against the Day Lynch and, well, a few others. He had 3 items upon his person, in which one was acquired by a Aarakocra. The other 2 unclaimed, left in the wild. So we
Wait, so
shall
I
see.
got my proficiency too?
You can get shit. There's another Aarakocra that actually got one. You just happen to be one too. There's 2 more in the field that you have to disguise. No, I swear to God. Ask
No,
who
The
said.
Eric Cochran is a dirty bastard.
Oh yeah. Seg. Oh
Stealing
yeah.
my rifle.
Yeah, oh, he has one of them. Oh, and he's used it twice. He rolled a 1 and hurt his teammates, which he always does. And then the second time it saved the teammates. So they're keeping the weapon until he kills someone with it, which he does usually. So we'll see. But at the moment, 2 of the 3 weapons held by Jebediah are loose. Jebediah was the only wielder of firearms that were beyond an anti-material rifle, and the only weapons that were created by the Raven themselves. So 2 weapons are still in existence and up for grabs, which will be coming soon if you guys... Well, roll it right. We will see.
Thank you.
if we're rolling like tonight, we'll get everything that we want. But
You
know.
could, but then it's
Yeah,
you
can
guys.
we
You
roll
guys have
tonight?
your own
We're doing
challenge at
good.
the end of the day. You roll well, but you face yourselves.
Anyways, thanks a lot.
That was fun.
Absolutely.
Thank
With
you.
that,
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Good night, y'all.
you guys have a good night. Latest.